We live again. You guys know how we do. You know the rules of the live. Everybody that's in the live, I really appreciate you guys being here. We got a lot to celebrate. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about a couple different things. But before we get started, I want to make sure my sound is good. If you guys can hear me, make sure you drop a 1 in the chat. Just type a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. We are on subscribers only mode today. If you're not subscribed, you're not going to be able to comment. We celebrating hitting 100,000 subscribers on one channel. The plaque is on the way. So I want to celebrate that. Thank you guys. I want to make sure my mic is good and that everybody can hear me before we get started. We got a few topics. We got to talk about Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Schoolboy Q, TDE, how LA feel about Drake right now. They sending him threats. We're going to talk about that. 50 Cent is threatening BMF. And he's been doing so for a few weeks now, actually. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Snoop Dogg giving NBA YoungBoy advice. And I thought that was a teachable moment. I love the way Snoop Dogg communicates the culture of success to the culture of the streets. And I thought that was a big thing to talk about. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about Kamala Harris, how I feel about that. I'm going to give you guys my opinion on how I feel about Kamala Harris, some things that I've seen. I've been sitting back watching that and trying to dissect how I feel about that, you know, because on one level, I feel like, you know, it would be nice to see a black woman become president, but then there's some policies and things that are important to me that I didn't see her address well. So I want to speak about that too. And like I said, we celebrating hitting 100,000 subscribers on one channel. We had 90,000 on this one. So we're going to go up to 100,000 on this one. We almost had 100,000 followers on Instagram. We got 300,000 followers on TikTok. If you ain't followed me on Instagram yet, go to my Instagram at Urban Legend Will Evans, and follow me over there too. And we're going to talk about all these different topics, man. You guys know how I start my lives. I want to start, first of all, saying glory to God. I want to start with a prayer. I don't know if I didn't have my my sponsorship this video, but we'll skip that this time. First of all, I want everybody with me to just join me in prayer real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you humbly, God, thankful for the opportunity to come on these platforms and communicate truth, opinion, culture, and love and unity and community to each other. God, we ask that you just bless everybody in the sound of my voice, everybody that's out there watching, whether they're at work, driving right now, in the gym listening, whether they're at home listening. God, let something that comes from me be educating to their mind. Let something that comes from you rather be educating to their mind. And if it comes from me, if it's incorrect, let it come from me, and everything correct, let it come from you, Father God. We thankful, we're grateful, you know, we're humbled that we get to do this, and you know, we're not living in a third world country somewhere where we could be worried about things that you know, other people are worried about in the world, God. So we're grateful, we're humbled, we're thankful. Thank you for this opportunity. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. All right. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it, bro. Here we go. Let me make sure I got all my phones on Do Not Disturb. Real quick, you guys. If you just coming in the live, hit the like button. Everybody knows how we do. Hit the like button. We keep the likes at 50% of the people in the room. So if we got 500 people in here, it should be at 250 likes. Hit the like button. It gets the live out to more people. Let's get these examples queued up and get started, man. We starting with Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Drake versus Schoolboy Q, TDE. Drake has been banning everybody that's from TDE in the West Coast from performing in Toronto. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about that real quick. If you guys want to send comments and you want your comment read or put on the screen, send it to the Cash App or send it to the Super Chat and we'll put it on screen. Give me 1 second, you guys. We're going to add this screen in. Let's see. First topic. Seems like everybody want to talk about the Kamala thing, huh? We're going to talk about it. Oh, man. We're going to talk about it. All right. Here we go. This is Elliot Wilson talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef. Now, a lot of people say, why are we still talking about this? Bro, one, we've been waiting 10 years to talk about this. Two, Drake keeps talking about it. Drake keeps making headlines damn near every other day. Um, and he keeps bringing up Kendrick or doing something to make people say something about him and Kendrick. Kendrick is the only one not talking about it for real. All the media platforms are going to speak about it, and we know different over here because it's a big topic. This is something that's been 10 years in the making, so we're going to speak about it. Elliot Wilson spoke about the beef and why it's never going to be over, and then I'm going to get into Drake and Schoolboy Q and Drake, what the guys in LA is saying. Check this out right here. This is Elliot Wilson. This is Elliot Wilson talking about it, man. Check this out. Hold on. Let's share the screen. Elliot Wilson is a journalist, and he did a lot of work with Drake in the past. Check this out.
It's never over. This Drake is never over. Like, fuck this over. Academics said it's time to the fact that these niggas really took over a decade.
Hit the like button. If you're just coming in, hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the views up.
Finally get at it. Oh, yeah. When it was already tension the whole time that they finally got at it. It's like if the fight with Mayweather Pacquiao actually lived up to the hype, and it was like, if it lives up to that, it was like, you think that's gonna go away in a couple months? Nope. But you know, out of here. But you know who started forever. You gotta lay low, forever, nigga. Like, what if he comes back? What if Drake just come back with fire records? Like, everybody not gonna be thinking about that. And so many people that don't think about it. The problem is that Drake and his peoples are legitimately stunned and mad that they lost.
If Drake came back with fire records and he's not talking about Kendrick Lamar, I don't know that right now people would receive it. Because he said, what if Drake come back with fire records? I don't know if people will receive it right now. It's too fresh. Kendrick just stomped you out last month, or over the last 2 months, Kendrick been stomping you out for real. So I don't know that he should do that right now. I think Drake is extremely talented, and Drake he gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? As long as nothing, barring anything crazy that we don't know. If it stay the way it is, Drake gonna be all right. He's done a lot in hip hop too. Like, he's done a lot in music, not just hip hop and music. So he's gonna be fine as far as that. And he don't really need to do more. If let's say it is over for him, he don't really need to do more. There's nothing more that he needs to do. But as far as this incident between him and Kendrick, this is going on for the rest of the year. Something else is going to happen. Just like Drake keep talking about it every day, people around Drake is going to be talking about it every day or doing something that's going to make headlines. Same thing with Kendrick and Kendrick's camp. So that's what it is.
And they can't accept it. And mad that they lost. And they can't accept it.
I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Be thinking about that. So many people the problem is that Drake and his peoples are legitimately stunned and mad that they lost, and they can't accept it. And he's not making the right move since then. Like, so it's not as simple as, well, we know we lost that. Let's go back to making these club bangers and never mind this and two-step to this. No, niggas is mad still.
I low-key agree. People trying to pretend like Drake is completely unbothered by the situation. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. You don't keep talking about something that you ain't bothered by. He keep posting about it. He keeps saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? He keep having to make it known that he's not bothered, or like he keep trolling. Like, it's funny that Kendrick said the lines that he said, because it's so true, bro. It's like, why you trolling like ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. When he say trying to strike a chord, like Kendrick is saying, you trying to get me to respond. That's what Kendrick is saying. You trying to get me to respond the way you would respond. You trying to get me to go back and forth with you on the internet or make memes, or I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand why he's doing that. You know what I mean? Check this out, bro. Drake is so, this is what people, this is the thing. Check this out. Drake is so quote unquote, and I'm being sarcastic when I say unbothered, that he decided to do this. Look. He following Kendrick. He following Kendrick. He went and followed Kendrick on Instagram because he's hoping that just what I'm doing right here is that somebody would take it and see it and be like, Drake follows Kendrick Lamar, and it's another headline. It's almost like he's in this space of all publicity is good publicity, even if they saying I'm losing. Not only did he follow Kendrick's actual Mr. Reeves 89, I appreciate your super chat, bro. He said, big fan from Florida, love the content. Salute to Florida. I appreciate you, family. Thank you for the donation. Not only did he follow Kendrick Lamar's main page, look at the page, look at the other page he followed. Look. Check this out. He followed the JoJo Ruski page, which is like Kendrick's burner. Look. He followed the JoJo Ruski page, which is Kendrick Lamar's, like, it's like Kendrick's other personal account. You feel me? So he following both of Kendrick's accounts, just hoping people that, like, bro, why are you doing that? You trying to make a headline? You trying to be funny? You trolling? Like, so not only did he do that, not only did he follow Kendrick Lamar on Instagram on both of Kendrick's accounts. This is for the people that's saying, why y'all keep talking about Drake? Why y'all keep talking about Kendrick and Drake? Drake is doing stuff like this, bro. I did it on the last live. We talked about it. Like, Drake keep dissing this man. He keep throwing shots or keep saying something, keep doing something. You know, not only did he do that, he went on his story and he did this. Y'all seen this the other day? Drake posted the fake Drake, the lookalike dude that be out there performing and going to clubs, being the fake Drake. He posted that guy, a video from that guy performing somewhere in a boxing ring, it looked like. And he says, and Drake captioned it, sometimes you gotta pop out. Y'all know the line. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Drake trolling. He trolling. The caption, he put, not a caption, but he put on the story post, sometimes you got to pop out. He being funny. Like, you keep saying little stuff, and he doing that because behind the scenes, he's doing little things to agitate TDE and them guys. And we're going to get into that too. So all the artists from TDE have been informed that they're not allowed to perform in Toronto or in Canada. We saw what happened with Rick Ross. We saw that, right? So everybody is being informed that they're not allowed to perform. Everybody from TDE is not allowed to perform in Toronto. Multiple shows have been canceled in Toronto. Guys that don't even have nothing to do with the beef. R&B artists on TDE. Shows are being canceled. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. Please hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Make sure, I'm going to check and make sure the likes is where they're supposed to be. Hold on. We're not talking about rappers. We're not even talking about, we're just talking about anybody from that side. Drake is getting their shows canceled in Toronto. That's not cool, bro. That takes it to another space that he shouldn't want to take it to. But like Elliot Wilson said, Makai, appreciate you for your donation, bro. I appreciate that. Said West Coast for life all day long, bro. You already know. From the top to the bottom. I think canceling shows, Drake getting these shows canceled, it takes it to another space that it don't need to be going. He already kind of went too far with the Kendrick family thing. Like you mentioning his wife and kids, bro. And then not only is you mentioning his wife and kids, this is the thing too. And we talked about this on the last live. Look, check this out right here. This is a model for OVO. This is a model for OVO that they got over there. Drake is using models that look like Kendrick's wife and putting them in wife beaters and tank tops. Trying to you trolling, trying to be funny, bro. See, this is the stuff that be happening that people don't see behind the scenes Look at her. This is her. This is the model, and this is Kendrick's wife. Y'all see that? This is the model, and this is Kendrick's wife. You went and found somebody with and Kendrick being funny in the video, obviously, because Drake accused Kendrick of being a wife, beating his wife, and so Kendrick put his wife in the video with a wife beater on. But Drake trying to be funny after that, and then gets the model from OVO, gets a model for OVO, the clothing line that looks like Kendrick's wife, and then he puts her in the wife beater. And then he's doing little stuff like that behind the scenes while getting these shows canceled by TDE artists, while following Kendrick on Instagram, while posting in his story, you know, sometimes you got to pop out and all that. And then, hold on, we got more. Hold up. Then this is also what Drake is doing. So when people be like, yo, why y'all talking about it? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Bro, Drake is talking about it down there every week, every couple of days. Look at this right here. Drake still taking shots at Kendrick in Kick live chat. Come on, bro. He on a stream. Look. He leaving comments saying, this is Drake saying, hey, Pragmatic, can we take it back to 2022? Can you backdoor Eddie like Spotify backdoor the streams for that one song from that one guy? Talking about Not Like Us, because it was being said that Kendrick Lamar, which Spotify came out and adamantly denied, that it was being said that Kendrick Lamar was, you know, using bots to get more streams on Not Like Us to make it go number one, which Spotify came out and said it was completely false. Academics came out and said that he called up to Spotify, and we all know Academics is one of the biggest Drake fans in the world. But Academics even said he called up to Spotify and they said that it was a lie. It wasn't true. Academics say he don't believe them, but he said that his guys at Spotify said that it wasn't true. So Drake is leaving comments like this about Kendrick. Hey, Pragmatic, can we take it back to 2022? Can you backdoor Eddie like Spotify backdoored the streams for that one song from that one guy? And he's like, these are little things that he's doing that nobody sees, bro. Arda, I appreciate the donation, said, what the West gonna do about the shows? Oh, nobody needs to go to Toronto. That's the thing. Like, nobody has to do nothing. Nobody needs to go to Toronto. They would like to because fans are in Toronto. You know what I mean? And people are there waiting to be, you know, entertained by these artists. But the necessity of it, it's not really there, bro. Nobody has to go to Toronto to do a show. It's a choice, you know? So he ain't really hurting he ain't hurting the artists, he hurting the fans. The United States is like 50 countries, bro. The states, I've been all over the world, I can tell you. And if you're from out of the country, you know what I'm talking about. If you leave the United States and you travel, or if you're not from the United States and you travel, going country to country is the same way we go state to state. Like, it might take you 2 hours. I went from, where I go? Italy. Was I in Italy or France? I think I went from Italy to Egypt in like 3 hours. Bro, I can't get from California to New York in 3 hours. So, like, what I'm saying that to say is, if you come from the United States and you're successful in the United States, you can make a living off of just that. And obviously, Kendrick is a worldwide artist, but let's talk about the other guys in TDE. Let's say you're not worldwide and you're signed to TDE, or you're from the West Coast, because you're saying what the West Coast. The question is what the West gonna do about the shows. You don't have to. They don't have to do nothing. We don't have to do nothing over here, bro. If I only could go to the states, I would still be successful. If I could only travel to the 50 states, you know, it's like having a whole continent if you live in the United States of fans. So nobody has to do anything. You know what I mean? Linko said, tuned in from Australia. Keep up the work, Urban Legend Will Evans. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Salute to Australia. I was in Thailand, I think last year, with a guy from Australia. He was real cool. We was riding quads out there. Salute to Australia. So yeah, the problem is Drake is taking it to another place, and he's not stopping talking about it. And so that's what happens. And then this is what happened. This is the reaction. We saw what Schoolboy Q said. Hold on. Let's pull up Schoolboy Q's tweets. Let's pull up Schoolboy Q's tweets. Oh, my keyboard's off. Hold up. I don't know what happened to my I think my control button is stuck. Here we go. Schoolboy Q was tweeting about his show being canceled in Toronto by Drake. And this is what's causing the reaction from the guys in LA. And I told you guys before all this started happening, told you that Drake got to keep it rap. Like, if you keep it rap, nobody tripping. Let me show you guys this. This is Schoolboy Q tweeting about. Let's see if he still got it up there. If he don't got it, I got it somewhere. Yes, it should be back here. Let's find it. Schoolboy was talking about Drake canceling his show. Was it before the Chicago? Yeah, it was right here. Here we go. He being funny, he said canceled all I could think about. I'm going to show you guys from the beginning. So first of all, he sold out the show in Toronto. This is Schoolboy. He said no more tickets in Toronto or Chicago. If you copped anything, show me and I'll give you tickets. I have hella guest list tickets and blah, blah, blah. So he sold out the show in Toronto. Then a couple tweets later, after he tweeted that he sold it out, magically the show got canceled. Right after he tweeted that he sold out Toronto, the show got canceled. He said, they just canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. The police told him they don't want nobody from TDE performing. And I'm going to show you guys the homies in LA saying what they saying about, how they feel about that. RDOT say the fans out there in Toronto turning on Drake for that. It's facts. And we're going to get into that too. Appreciate you guys' donations. So Schoolboy said they canceled the show in Toronto. The Canadian police don't want nobody from TDE performing. Then he said Top was just with Wayne and Baby. Top Dogg. Top Dogg is the CEO of TDE. Said he was just with Lil Wayne and Birdman. He said SMH, Party Next Door, just had a show at the Palladium. Palladium is in LA. It's a venue in LA. So he like, yo, we letting you come to LA. Why you tripping on us coming to Toronto? That's between you and Kendrick. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You so salty, nobody else from the West Coast can come to Toronto. That's what Schoolboy Q trying to say right there. Like, bro, we ain't got no problem with nobody from OVO coming to LA. And this is what I was telling you guys. When you start playing this game, now it's Drake is putting his team and the people around him in a situation. Because you playing the game, now you turning it into something else, bro. You playing with people money, you playing with people careers, you playing like over something that you and Kendrick going through. So now when you're home, when 40 come to LA and he try to get a workout, he try to go to Equinox and get him or he try to go to LA Fitness and get him a little workout and he gets slapped in the back of the head with a 10-pound weight, you gonna know it was because of you. Because we just let Schoolboy said it, we let Party Next Door come out there to the Palladium and perform and nobody tripped. Why are you tripping on us coming to Toronto? It ain't like, so whatever, right? So Schoolboy Q calmed down after that because he had posted originally, something like, when niggas start getting hurt, then, hold on, let me find that tweet so you guys see what I'm saying. He deleted that tweet, but he said originally, when y'all start getting hurt, then we're going to watch this. He ended up threatening Drake a little bit. We're going to find it right now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And we're going to get into what the guys in LA saying. I got a video to show you guys in a second. So just hit the like button. We did a video on this before. I'm about to pull it. And they got the tweet on it. So we ain't got to worry about him deleting the tweet. Q, we already got you, dog. We got you in 4K, nigga. No. This is the part right here. All right, I got it right here. Hold on, here we go. Trying to find the right spot. Oh, sorry, my bad. That was the tweet, wasn't it? Did he edit the tweet? No, my fault, y'all. Hold on, it's right here. I'm tweaking. He said it right here. It was in the same tweet. I thought it was a different tweet. Said Top was just with Wayne and Baby. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry. That was the part right there. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry. That was the one, the tweet that. So my bad, Schoolboy. My bad, Q. I thought you deleted the tweet, bro. But people took that as a threat. I took it. I was like, yeah, that's low key a threat, bro. Q said, actually, I get it. Never mind, this is low-key hilarious. I don't know why Doc put me in that effing video. So he must realize, like, you know what? Maybe it's because I was in the video for Not Like Us. But I don't think anybody would expect. It wouldn't be the same standard if it was the roles was reversed. What I mean by that, if Drake put somebody, one of his homies from OVO, if Baca or whoever is over there is in the video for Family Matters, nobody's going to be like, oh, yo, Baca can't come here because he was in the video. We expect Baca to be in the video for that. You supporting the homie. So it don't go to that level. It wouldn't have went to that level. And I know the OGs, I know the old heads around TDE and all them guys, and I know they wouldn't have allowed it to go further than these raps going back and forth. Because Top Dog even said it. It was a good battle. Leave it alone from there. When it was over with, Top Dog said it. Like this was a good battle. That's it. Leave it alone. So Q was, he right. Like, bro, if we wanted to get y'all, we could have got y'all. Party Next Door was just in LA. Now when somebody get hurt, bro, don't cry. You feel me? Because you want to get people shows canceled. So now you want to take it to another place. Is what you're saying. You getting shows canceled. You trying to affect people that ain't got. That's between you and Kendrick, bro. If you want to take it to another place where it's like F everybody, then we can do that too. And that's what he on. And I don't want to see that. Nobody want to see that. But we also understand the implications when you start playing with people money, bro. Willie, I appreciate you, family. Appreciate the donations, the super chat. Make sure I check the cash apps too, so I ain't missing nobody. Bonetta, I appreciate you on the cash app. Said this is a new sub. I'm a new sub. Enjoy your content. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see. Hold on. And this one is from Rodney. Said much love from Brazil. We love K-Dot as much as we hate Drake. K-Dot performed in Sao Paulo last year, and it was magical. Yo, man, salute to Brazil. Some of my first supporters came from Brazil. I love Brazil. And honestly, I don't hate Drake. I don't hate Drake at all. I call it down the middle, bro. If Kendrick was doing something wrong, I'm gonna say Kendrick doing something wrong. I'm not gonna say, he right when he wrong. I'm not gonna say nobody. These dudes, hold on, before we even continue, let me make this clear. These dudes are celebrities to people. They ain't celebrities to me, bro. Like, there's nowhere in the world that Drake could go that I can't go. There's nowhere that Kendrick has been that I haven't been. There's nothing that they have that I don't have. Nothing. They might now we could talk levels like, oh, they have a little bit more. I'm rich too, bro. Like, I got a mansion too. You feel what I'm saying? I do well too. So I don't look at them as celebrities. I just call it down the middle. Like, I don't hate them. I don't love them. I got love for Kendrick because he's from where I'm from. You know what I mean? That's a different thing. And I got homies that are around Kendrick and them. These are my actual homeboys. So that's just based on geography, though. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hate Drake. I like Drake music. I do. I don't hate him. I don't want to see him. Now, if he's messing with little kids, which it's been indicated, and it seems like it's come out, some stuff has come out that there may be some truth to that, then we have a whole another conversation to have. But that's a whole nother thing. But as far as personally, my grandmother raised us that this is Bible, bro. This is, you hate the sinner or you hate the sin, but you don't hate the sinner. I don't like what you do, bro, but I don't hate you. I still love you, bro. I was just reading that in the Bible yesterday. Me and my wife was doing Bible study with each other. And I was just reading, like, you're not supposed to, like, if somebody do wrong, as a community, we chastise them. This is in the, I think it's, what was we reading? We was reading, Paul was writing this. This wasn't in Acts. It might have been in Romans. No. I'm sorry. It was 2 Corinthians. We was reading 2 Corinthians. It was the first 2 chapters of 2 Corinthians. And he was talking about how if somebody do something wrong, as a community, we chastise, but we still show love after. It's just, we don't like the sin, bro. But we don't like the wrong that you did, but we don't hate you. We chastise you. We get on you as a community, and then we still love you after, bro. That's how I follow God. So these dudes don't be celebrities. They just be regular dudes to me. Like, you a regular dude with a good job or a cool job. Let's get back to this, because I want to get to what the dudes in LA is saying. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. Let's get the likes up. Schoolboy said, actually, I get it. It's low-key hilarious. I don't know why Dot put me in that effing video. Then he started being funny. You know, he posted this picture, retweeted this picture, and said, canceled is all I could think about. Somebody said, you might have got Rick Ross if you'd have showed up. They telling Schoolboy Q might have got punched in the face if he'd have showed up. And Q said, I don't think you know who I am. In fact, I don't think a lot of you know who I am. Meaning, ain't nobody going to put hands on Q. Not like that, and nothing happened. Something bad happened. And I agree with him. Like, if you know Q reputation, and he from Hoover's, you feel me? That's a different type of, that's like being from Hoover's is like the equivalent of being in Pelican Bay in jail. Like, you in jail, but you in a different type. You in jail. Like, what I mean by that is, like, being from Hoover's is like they a hated gang. In LA, they a hated gang. So all gangs have enemies, but Hoover's got enemies. You feel me? So he from Five Deuce, I think. Q said, after academics got a little scary, academics, I'm just playing. Academics said, sending prayers for peace and healing. Battle was good. Time to move on. Yeah, well, I agree with that. It was a battle. It was a good battle, and we don't want to see it go no further than the raps. Q said, I never said I'm going to kill somebody. I'm saying if we wanted to crack it off, we could have. Rap, he said, SMH, rap and move on playing, rap and move on. Playing tough, going to get somebody hurt. It's all good. I'm a soccer dad. That's what I'm saying too, bro. You rapped. Drake, you rapped. Kendrick rapped. Songs came out. Y'all 40 years old damn near. Let's move on now. Playing tough, like we going to ban you from the city. You can't do this. Man, that's going to get somebody hurt. I agree with that. I agree with Q saying that. And then he just, posted him at a soccer game, right? So then fast forward to today, because that was a couple weeks ago. Fast forward a little bit more. More shows have been canceled. I'm gonna pull it up right now. And Schoolboy, hold up. Look at this. A couple days ago, 2 days ago or so. Here we go. Two days ago, they was playing Not Like Us. DJ Scheme pulled up to Toronto. He was playing Not Like Us. Check this out right here. It say DJ Scheme played Not Like Us at Drake's venue in Toronto, the same venue where Schoolboy Q's canceled Toronto show was booked. So the DJ pulled up, played Not Like Us, and the crowd was screaming it, bro. The crowd was screaming it. You know what I mean? And that can't feel good. But it's at the same venue where Drake had, Q's show canceled. And Schoolboy just reacted with a bunch of ha 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 ha's. So then that was one thing that happened. But then also this right here. Watch this. Schoolboy Q was laughing at Sir. Sir is a singer on TDE. He said, sorry to my Toronto fans. The show has been canceled. We're working on rescheduling for a later date. So maybe they trying to, like, man. So Schoolboy Q being funny, like, ha, take your ass home, homeboy. Sing on the bus. It's over with. They homies. They from the same label. So Schoolboy funny for that. And nigga sing on the bus. It's over with. But yeah, so Sir getting his show canceled. So it's like everybody in Toronto, from everybody trying to do a show in Toronto right now, running into problems. That's funny, man. So that's what's going on. Now, fast forward. We talked about that. We talked about everything. So you guys got the full backstory. This is what's being said. This is, let me pull it up. This is S-Mac. Check this out. This is what's being said.
Drake, let's get to that. It was real Schoolboy Q fans that sold out that 2,000, 3,000 people. Mm-hmm. That wasn't no fake fans. I've been out there. That up.
Hit the like button if you're just coming in. Hit the like button. Let's get the likes up, you guys. Let's get the likes up. Where we at? Let me check it. I got to make sure we doing what we supposed to be doing. Subscribers only comments. I appreciate everybody subscribing. We celebrating hitting 100,000 on the other channel. We had 90 something thousand on this channel. We got a lot of topics to get to, so we're gonna wrap this one up real quick. We've been on this topic for about 30 minutes or so. We're gonna wrap this up and get to the next topic. The next one we talking about 50 and BMF. 50 Cent, he got problems. We got smoke with BMF right now. And we're gonna get to that. So stay tuned for that. Hit the like button. We got a few more topics. Make sure we got the likes up. Before we go, I'm gonna give you guys a chance to get the likes up. Hit the like button if you're just coming in. Let's get the likes up. We should be at 700 likes. We should be at 700 likes at least right now. Hit the like button. Give me 10 more people to hit the like button. We're gonna keep it going. All right. As I'm getting the next thing set up, we're gonna watch this. This is what they're saying. This is LA. This is guys from LA. This is S-Mac. You feel me? I believe he's Schoolboy Q brother, and he with T-Rail from Hoovers. So they homies. They brought this Schoolboy Q brother, I believe, and this Schoolboy Q homie from the hood. I believe so. So let's get into it.
That wasn't right. Drake, let's get to that. It was real Schoolboy Q fans that sold out that 2,000, 3,000 people. Mm-hmm. That wasn't no fake fans. I've been out there. That up. That wasn't right. You think it was him, or you think it was him? Because that venue, was the police safety. It was him.
So the reason he's saying you think it was a police safety is because that was a report going around like, oh no, the police shut it down. Drake didn't shut Schoolboy Q's show down. The police did. Well, S-Mac saying that's false. He's saying it wasn't no police safety. That was Drake that did that. This is Schoolboy Q brother, by the way, I believe. I believe S-Mac Schoolboy Q brother.
You think it was him, or you think it was him? That venue, it was the police safety. It was him. That venue, he got part ownership on. So when he heard
the venue that Schoolboy Q was supposed to perform at, Drake got part ownership on. He said Drake partially owned that venue, which I believe that it was Drake because Schoolboy tweeted, which we saw. I just showed you guys. He tweeted right before that he was going to be at the show. So why they didn't cancel it 2 days before if it was a safety thing? Why they didn't cancel it the day before? Why they cancel it right after Schoolboy Q tweeted he was going to be there?
TDE niggas come in there. He like, that. And who? He in the video too. Him. He dropped the dime on us and told the police, hey, make sure they don't come, man. Tell them that it ain't cool. Oh, my mama. I know he did. What would you tell Drake? You a and when I catch you in LA, we got to get in. So you think Drake will whip my ass?
You're just not going to get to him. That's what I'm saying.
I can spit on him at least. I bet you my spit get to him.
Man, listen. Bro. If he feel like that, how you think everybody else feel? If he feel like that, how you think? And the more shows that get canceled, the worse of a position Drake low-key putting himself in. And not just him. You're not just putting yourself, like, she right. You might not be able to get to Drake. You might not. But I can get to 40. I can get to Party Next Door. I can get to the people around you. And that's the part that if you're not equipped, and if everybody around you is not equipped to play like that, don't even play like that, bro. When you start talking about the streets, you're talking about a whole different thing. You're talking about people that genuinely don't care. Bro, you know, when we was in the streets, nigga, excuse me, I changed my life. So sometimes I got to catch myself. When we was in the streets, when I was in the streets, we would tell people, bro, I'll do 30 days for you. Some people don't care about jail the way the average person cares about jail. Like y'all think, oh, if you do that, you're gonna go to jail. Bro, I'll do 30 days to beat you up. We already know what time we know what the charge is. We know how much time we gonna get. We know what a good deal is on that. They're gonna give me a county lid at the most. You feel me? At the most, I'm gonna get a county lid, misdemeanor. If I do something bad to you, I'm gonna get a GBI. I'm gonna go up, do 16 months with the homies. Maybe I get a strike. Maybe I can negotiate out of the strike. Do something. If I do you bad, that means hospitalize you. Or give you a GB, and I catch a GBI, a little great bodily injury. I'll go do my 2 years or whatever on a handstand. You feel me? Some people don't care about what y'all think they would care about. And so Drake putting his guys in a bad position, man. She right. You might not be able to get to Drake. I can get to 40. I can get to Boy Wonder or whoever to send a message. Like, y'all remember 50 Cent had that line before where he was like, I get tired of looking for you, spray your mama crib and let you look for me. That's how dudes from the street think, yo. I get tired of chasing you around. I'm gonna spray your mama crib, let you look for me. Like, that's what 50 Cent line was. That's the situation. That's the situation. So we're gonna move on to the 50 Cent topic since we already on it. Since I said something about 50, we're gonna move on to the 50 topic. That's what happened. That's how LA feel about Drake right now. It's a dangerous game, man. And let's move on. So, excuse me. 50 Cent and BMF is going back and forth. And 50 is posted on his Instagram page. And I'm going to pull it up. He's posted multiple times that he's getting the BMF show canceled. Let's start here. And the reason why is because Big Meech's brother, Terry Flannery, Southwest T, took a picture with Supreme's son and had a t-shirt. He was holding a t-shirt that said Free Preem. Now, if you don't know the history behind 50 Cent and Supreme, Supreme is allegedly the person that got 50 shot 9 times back in the day, and they had smoke with each other. And they ain't never gonna be cool. They ain't never gonna be cool. Supreme was the muscle behind Ja Rule and Murder Inc. at one point, or alleged to be that, and also alleged to be the person that tried to have 50 killed and had him shot 9 times. 50 ain't never gonna be cool with Preem, just like he ain't never gonna be cool with Ja Rule and Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, or none of them. So he has a consistent thing that I think everybody that knows 50 personally or just watches 50 career, everybody that does so knows that 50 don't like people that stand next to his enemies. You stand next to my enemy, I feel like you my enemy. That's how 50 is. So Big Meech's brother, Terry Flannery, decided to take this picture and stand next to Supreme's son and support Preem being free from prison. 50 Cent didn't like that. I'm gonna show you guys what happened. Check this out. This is the picture that was posted right here. This is the picture that was posted by Supreme's son, Supreme McGriff's son. And I guess he has a t-shirt line or a clothing line, with a bunch of Free Preem merch. This is the video. These are the pictures. You see the
You got the front. Yeah, I do the back.
Yeah, I had to throw that on there, man.
Yeah,
And listen, this is
Now, the reason, my fault for pausing, the reason that 50 has an issue with this is because 50 has the BMF TV show on Stars. And we're going to get into that too. But 50 feel away because it's like, yo, I'd have helped y'all make millions. And I'm going to show you guys what 50 had to say about this. Check this video out, though. This is the big dude right here with the dreads is Big Meech's brother, Terry Flannery. That's Southwest T.
this moment right here is monumental for me, man. I drove 9 hours to come pull up on y'all.
Nah, man, no shit.
9 hours. Yo.
Man, listen. Listen. From you can see your blood, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all chose the way of life and stood on it. One thing I respect from you. You know what I'm saying? I always respect him. It's in your blood, bro.
I appreciate it.
He's an honorable man. And I know Chris don't speak highly of him.
Yeah.
I used to just see him. I never had the pleasure, but I used to see him.
Yeah.
We get
For him to be on camera supporting Supreme this way, knowing that you got business with 50 and that 50 has looked out for you guys over the last 5 to 10 years, I believe, 5 years or so. It made me feel like maybe Southwest T, maybe T feel like 50 is doing something that he don't appreciate, because I think everybody is clear. I think 50 has made it very clear and used very clear examples on him not liking this type of stuff. And it's like, I don't understand why I'm not saying you got to be disrespectful to this kid or that you got to have an issue with Preem because 50 do. I don't feel that way. But if you're doing business with 50, I'm not about to support. I don't know. Maybe I feel that way sometimes a little bit too. Like, bro, if you rock with me, because I've been shot 4 times. If I see you in a picture with the person that shot me, which the person that shot me is dead now, he got shot in the face. But if I seen you in a picture with the person that shot me, I might feel away too. Or if I see you supporting something they got going on when me and you were working together, I might feel away too. So 50 is known for not liking this type of stuff. This is what he said in response. Let me see if I can find that. 50 said this in response
in the middle
to this video. Check this out. Hey, I know T feel like he is not making the money Little Meech is making, but I thought they would all be happy for him. Didn't I tell you guys that it made me feel when I saw the video that T has a problem with 50 behind the scenes? And this is just an example of letting you know I have a problem with you. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. Hit the like button. He said, hey, I know T feel like he's not making the money Little Meech is making. So 50 is insinuating that behind the scenes, T is a little bit jealous of Little Meech. Now they got the BMF TV show on Stars. Big Meech's son is Little Meech. And Meech is playing his dad. He's the star of the show. So maybe behind the scenes, T is called 50 like, yo, man, like, I'm trying to, like, why? It's my story. Why is my nephew making more money off of it than me? He just acting out my story. So maybe that's the dilemma behind the scenes that got these two at odds a little bit. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in. I'm going to check and make sure we on point. Y'all know how we do in the comments. Let them know, get the likes up. If you in the chat, let them know, get the likes up. Keep the likes up. We should be moving towards 1,000 likes right now. We had about, let me see, I think it's about 900 right now. We should be at over 1,000 right now. Hit the like button. It's free. I appreciate all the super chat and Cash App donations. We building a platform out, and I'm gonna do some big things. We're gonna talk about that at the end of the live stream. So stay tuned to the end of the live stream. We're gonna talk about it. Now, this is what 50 is saying is behind the scenes going on. Hey, I know T feel like he's not making the money Lil Meech is making, but I thought they would all be happy for him. I thought, you know, your uncle would be happy for a nephew. 50 saying, I thought y'all would be happy for Little Meech. He said, it's not like I didn't help your family make millions. So 50, like, I helped your family make millions, and this is how you do me? You trying to go behind my back and be funny? Like, you trying to be funny? You know what I mean? You trying to on some, is that what you doing? You're trying to go behind my back and you know what I mean? Go over there and you trying to click up with Supreme Son. You're trying to let me know something. And anybody would feel that way. I know people think 50 is just crazy, but 50 is a good dude with a big heart off the internet. In real life, 50 got a big heart, yo. He help a lot of people. He love a lot of niggas. Like he show a lot of love. And people don't see that side because they just see what he do on the internet. But in reality, that is how 50 is. I understand people that sometimes he do stuff on the internet I don't like. I'd be like, man, Fifth, you too. Like, man, we don't do that. But that's who he is, man. He doing what he want to do. You can't tell no grown man what to do. So he said, it's not like I didn't help your family make millions. Cool. When stars start suggesting the wrong moves, I'm simply going to sit and watch. Don't worry. You will be off the air in no time. He letting them know, like, straight up, bro. Man, you like, all right. You want to move like that? You trying to be funny, bro? You trying to click up with my enemies now? And 50 has seen this situation play out so many times. He probably tired of it. And there is a moral that I have. I think 50 shared the same moral that if I see you have an issue with me that I didn't cause, then I'm not going to allow you to have a second issue with me. I didn't cause the first one. So that tells me if I do nothing and I sit back and just do nothing again, there could be a second issue. Why would I give you that opportunity? I'm not going to let that happen. So that's 50's initial response to that video. And 50 don't let nothing go. So then he posted, that was a while ago, 50 posted that in the comments and let it be known, like, y'all gonna be off the air. BMF is going off the air. I'm not supporting y'all no more. I already helped your family make millions. I made your nephew rich. I made your nephew a star. 50 Cent, if you don't know, 50 Cent paid for Little Meech to go to acting school just so he could play Big Meech in that series. He didn't have to do that. He could have hired somebody that was a seasoned actor. And Little Meech could have been right where he was. He did that as a favor to Big Meech and T. Then when T came home, 50 was supportive from what we seen. Maybe there's something behind the scenes I don't know. I understand feeling like, you know what? Business is not being conducted properly. I want to make more money. I can understand that. This is how maybe I would have handled it different if I was T, if that's the case. Let's assume that that's what's going on. I probably would have handled it like, look, Phil, you got to be a hustler in these situations. I would have handled it like this. Look, Phil, I have this product. I need my product to be placed in the show in these different scenes. I would have probably went and created just something simple that you could have did. Season 1, we got the show coming out. We know BMF merch is about to go crazy. I would have probably had, I would have asked for rights to the clothing, to the logo. I would have probably created clothing or something, some type of product that I could use as product placement in the show. And we're going to sell this product. We're going to go crazy with this product. While y'all over there doing the show, I don't want to make the same money Lil Meech is making off the show because I ain't doing the same work. It's just my story. I would have approached it that way. And then I would ask 50, look, how can we do where we could do some product placement and y'all can help me advertise or market something, some type of product that I have that's an ancillary product to the show that is just mine. So I can make the money. I would have hustled differently. I would have hustled in a different way. I wouldn't have just, sometimes we get so caught up in looking at other people's blessings that we start feeling like, or we stop looking at what we could be doing to get our own blessings. And I think, it's always a mistake when you ponder another man's blessings. I believe it's anytime you spend pondering another man's blessings is a mistake. You got to focus on what you need to do. Because the longer I'm staring at that man and what he's making, if I'm T and like 50 is saying, I know T feel like he's not making what Little Meech is making, and that's a problem. The longer, if I'm T, I'm staring at Little Meech's blessings, the harder it is to focus on what I need to be doing to get the blessings I need to get. I know it's not easy being fresh out the pen. You adjusting to this new world. The internet is cracking now. You went away 15, 20 years, 30 years ago, whatever it was, 20 years or whatever. Things have changed so much in life. I'm just trying to get some money in my pocket so I can do. I understand paying bills. I understand all that. You got to hustle different. You got to educate and learn. And I know that it's hard to do that coming straight out the pen, but there's other ways to go about it. I would have did it. I probably would have. I'm a hustler. and I would have did something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to create an issue, though. Enemies are meant to create themselves. You don't go out your way to create powerful enemies. So that's what 50 said then. And then this is what he said recently. Check this out right here. Let me see if we can pull this up. He posted this picture right here, I think yesterday, of T. And he low-key called him ugly. Like, nah, that's what 50 trying to be funny, I think. He posted this picture. It says, real Southwest T Flannery and baby mama LaWanda in Detroit in 1988. So on the left side is the actors that's playing them two in the show. And on the right side is the real version. That's really them. And 50 said, I thought I was making niggas look good to win the BMF this season. This next season may be the last. Or maybe it's a rumor. These network people crazy. So 50 is letting them know, like, bro, I'm not about to support this show no more unless it get right. Maybe it get right, maybe it don't. But if I don't hear nothing that make me feel like I should keep supporting this show, then I'm not gonna keep supporting it. But when he says, I thought I was making niggas look good, he's saying that because it's like, bro, I cleaned y'all up for camera. Like, this is what y'all really look like. This is what I made y'all look like on camera. You know what I'm saying? He's saying this is what y'all really look like. And then on the left side, that's what I made y'all look like for the world to see. You get me? And that's why 50 like, I thought I was making niggas look good. That's the Snoop Dogg topic. We're going to get into that next. So that's how 50 feel about it, man. I wonder how Big Meech and Little Meech feel about it. I want to hear what they got to say about this situation. And this is the thing, for 50 to be saying it and doing this type of stuff publicly, I would feel like it makes me feel that maybe behind the scenes, there's a little bit of an issue with Big Meech too. Or maybe there's a little issue with Little Meech too. Like it would have to be, for me to want to cancel the whole show based on the actions of one person. I think 50 gets upset, but I don't think he's as emotional as people think he is on the internet. Like he don't really react or do things without thinking. He's a chess player. So I would assume that because he's doing this publicly and he's talking about not wanting to work on the show, maybe the show is not profitable anymore. Maybe it's like we had a big start, but now it's low-key falling off, and I needed an excuse to get out of this bad investment anyway. I've overinvested, and now I've made my money back, made a little bit of profit, and I paid everybody. Maybe I'm looking for an excuse to get out of this situation anyway, and you just gave it to me. Maybe that's the situation. Maybe 50 feels like Little Meech and Big Meech have issues with me too. I don't even want to be dealing with this no more. I got other things. I got a movie studio down here in Shreveport, Louisiana. I don't want to even deal with this no more. I would assume it's more than just 50 versus Southwest T or T, clicking up with Preem's son. I would assume that it's more than that. So we'll see how that plays out, man. I want to get into the next topic, but I'm going to be watching this, and as updates come on this, I'm going to bring it back to the channel if we can. All right, man. Let's get into the Snoop Dogg topic, man. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was giving advice to NBA YoungBoy, somebody that probably needs a little bit of advice. And I think YoungBoy getting a little older and a little wiser. And I think Snoop, for him to even sit and listen to somebody is kind of cool. A lot of times it's hard to listen to the old heads too, because the older you get, the more I'm not calling Snoop soft, but the softer you get in your heart. And if you're getting older, you know what I'm talking about. So NBA YoungBoy is actually listening to Snoop Dogg. Snoop is an OG, but that don't mean he has to be respected. Just because you're older don't make it automatic that you get respected. Just because you're successful don't make it automatic that the younger generation is going to respect you. So YoungBoy was listening to him. Snoop was giving him advice on how to be successful long term after he can't rap no more. After, music, after you hit your ceiling in music, what do you do next? So you're not chasing constantly the next thing. And I thought this was a teachable moment, not just for rappers, but for guys coming from the street, because this is a conversation I have in business rooms with my I don't want to say peers, but people that I grew up with, or people that come from the world that I came from to the place that I am now. I always tell them, bro, you gotta practice a little. Like in the hood, we talk like this. Yeah, bro. So when I was doing this and I was doing that and I was going here and that's how we talk with this face expression. You see what I'm saying? And it's not considered disrespectful or confrontational or none of that. Nah, bro, just talking. Like, this is how we talk in business rooms with other people from different environments or different countries or different areas. When you're trying to have success and you're trying to move into a business environment and do different things, you have to talk to people you have to relax your eyebrows, relax your face, smile. You got to talk like this, not like this. Yeah, bro. So I want to do business with you. How can we work something out? You can't talk like that. You got to talk like this. And it's a learned skill to come from the streets and transition into business. And I think Snoop is teaching it really well in a way that YoungBoy can understand it right here. And I'm gonna show you guys. He's teaching the things that I'm telling you guys right now. Like, bro, you got to relax. You got to smile. Hey, how you doing? This guy that you guys look at me on camera right now. This guy right here. Hey, how you doing? Absolutely. I would love to do the deal with you. It's a whole lot different than the way I grew up and the way I was before I learned these skills, where I would talk to people like this. Hey, bro. So yeah, bro, we about to go down there and I want to do a deal with y'all because I got a big influence and you got to learn how to conduct yourself. People, the way you dress, the way you present, the way you hold your face expressions, the way you smile or don't smile, it tells people a lot about you. So you got to not be fake. You just got to learn how to communicate from your culture to their culture in a way that people will understand. And this is what Snoop is teaching YoungBoy right here in this clip. So check this out.
But I'll you up if you cross that line. You get what I'm talking about? But it's just, but I'll you up if you cross that line.
Well, I want to get back to the beginning of it.
Being lovable. But I'll you up if you cross that line. You get what I'm talking about? But it's just like you got to give them phases. You can't just be him all the time. You got to show them, niggas, there's this to that and that. That's why I get all this money. Because I know how to maximize my skill and my strength at what I do. The package is y'all. Y'all the package. Whoever I am as the artist, I got to sell this so I can.
Salute to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle once said, "We was charismatic on them corners like Tupac on stage." You got to be charismatic. This is what I love about coming from the environment. I posted this on my social media. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all that, you know. I talked about how coming from poverty environments is such a blessing for me in business because I know how to communicate with anybody. I'm charismatic with anybody. When you see me in public, y'all know if you see me in public, when y'all catch me at the gas station or grocery store, what I do. What's up with it, baby? How you doing? All right. Give me a hug. And then on Instagram, I button it up, or in business rooms, I button it up and, hey, how you doing? All right. My name is William Evans. It's a pleasure to meet you. How you doing? And if I'm talking to a woman, oh my God, I really appreciate you for having me. Thank you. But it's phases, like Snoop say. You got to give it to them. You can't just always be rah. Man, you can't monetize that tough stuff, bro. You can't monetize it. And what I mean by that is nobody want to deal with that. Nobody want to deal with somebody that's just a constant rah tough guy. Bro, you a headache. You one, you're annoying to be around. Two, you a headache. Dudes from the street don't even want to be around you. People trying to make it out of that. So it's a learned skill to not be like that. And a lot of times when you're young, you think that that's what they want to see from me because that's what they know from me. That's where I come from. I'm not going to change. It's not about changing. It's about communication. It's about learning to communicate with people from any walk of life. And if you're from the hood, you know how to do it. You just got to pull that skill out of you. The same way you can go in the corner store and you talk to the Arabic man or the Asian man or whoever's in there that owns that store, and you talk to him differently than you would talk to the guy that's selling weed on the corner, and you would talk to that guy differently than you would talk to granny in church, to the grandmother in church, and you would talk to that person different than you would talk to the white lady that you got to go to the job interview with. You know how to talk to everybody from different walks of life. Hone in on that skill, and that's what Snoop Dogg is telling YoungBoy, because that's how you're gonna be successful. And I thought this was a very great video, and it's a teachable moment for a lot of different people, not just rappers.
Continue to make money off of this shit. Even if I ain't rapping. I ain't got a mother rap to make money. But I'm known as a rapper. Just like you just told me. But you known as a rapper. You get what I'm... That's the first thing they say when they say your name. First thing they say when they say your name. Yeah. Rapper. No matter what you try to put on it or run, rapper first.
That's right.
Because that's how we was introduced.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So what you add on to it is your shit. Yeah, I was introduced to you as a rapper, but nigga, I'm a father, a coach, a businessman, a this, a that, that. And every job I name come with some finances. Because
Snoop is keeping it so real with this boy that it's not even, it's scary how honest Snoop is being. I really appreciate it. Bro, yeah, you can see me as a rapper. We see Snoop, and I've taken that page out of Snoop's book without even him telling me. I just watch. If you y'all go follow me on social media, you know what I'm talking about. You might see me do a skit doing being funny. Then I might talk to you guys about business. You might see me teaching a classroom full of high school students. Then you'll see me get on YouTube and I'm doing this. I'm being entertaining on my live streams and I'm talking about entertainment topics. Then I walk into a business room and I do a deal with alcohol companies. And I'm shaking hands with billionaires and millionaires. Y'all can go follow me and see it. You know, and then I might get on my TikTok and I'm playing with my kids, playing football or basketball with my kids. And then you'll see me and my wife on vacation and we flying somewhere and that look fly too, and we doing the lovey-dovey content. And then I'm getting all these different deals. That's how I'm so successful myself. I'm getting all these different deals off of just wearing different hats, being able to be seen in different lights. And what Snoop is telling them is so real. And a lot of black men from the hood need to hear this. A lot of black people from the hood in general that don't understand, or people without information. You don't have to be one thing. We are taught to have one dream and one dream only. If you're a rapper, that's all you'll ever be. If you're a basketball player, that's all you'll ever be. Joe Rogan, nobody's telling Joe Rogan he can't be a stand-up comedian and a podcaster and a UFC announcer and a mixed martial artist. And nobody's telling Joe Rogan that. They only talk to us like we only, we only talk to each other like that. Nobody in Joe Rogan's community is telling him he's spreading himself too thin or doing too many different things. Nobody. Only we talk about each other like that. Man, ain't you a rapper, bro? Shut up and rap. Man, ain't you a basketball player, bro? I don't want to hear you talk about politics. Ain't you a basketball player, man? Shut up and play basketball. Only in our communities do we do that to each other. Nobody tell Joe Rogan that he can't be a podcaster, stand-up comedian, a MMA fighter, and an announcer for the UFC. Nobody says that. They tell J. Cole he can't rap and play basketball, though. You can't do, bro. Are you trying to be a rapper or a basketball player? Pick one, bro. So don't let nobody box you in like that if you're listening. Don't let nobody, I'm a Christian. I serve God. I'm a husband. I love my wife. I'm a father. You're going to see me with my kids. You might have heard my music, rapper. You might see my live streams, be like, he a YouTuber. You might see the YouTube content and say that. You might see the TikToks and see all the skits and the comedy stuff and be like, he a comedian or he a TikToker. You're gonna see a bunch of different stuff from me. You might have heard me public speaking or seen the videos of me public speaking and say, yeah, I think he's a public speaker. You might see some of the films that we produce and say he's a film producer, short film producer, and a writer. It's different hats, bro. It's different hats. You got to be able to do it all.
Parlay this into that. Just was a rapper that just was focused on rapping. And said, that I want more. I don't want to be in the box. I want to get out the box. I want to do what other rappers ain't done before.
That's what makes
I don't see rappers doing movies. I don't see rappers doing TV commercials. I don't see rappers doing. Then I'm finna try it. What's the worst these motherfuckers say? No. But if you serious and you a winner, they ain't gonna never tell you no.
That's right.
Because they want to be associated with the win.
That's right.
All the brands and all that shit. Y'all niggas got a gang of brand deals, right? But y'all should have brand deals. Shoe companies.
You know how many companies out there want somebody that is winning? We don't even care what you're winning at. We just want to know that you're winning. People want to work with winners, bro. People like to be fans of whoever wins. There's going to be a bunch of Celtics fans in the NBA this year. There's going to be a bunch of Chiefs fans come out of the woodworks because people want to be associated with winning. If you winning and I can stand next to the fire and rub my hands and keep warm, I'm going to stand next to the fire and keep warm. So companies are going to come around and work with you and do business with you if you're a winner. People want to be fans of you and support you if you're a winner. They want to be associated with the wins. It's not even you. It's just that we just keep seeing you win. We want to be associated with the wins. Snoop is telling them 100%. And it's sad that somebody as successful as NBA YoungBoy don't have a bunch of brand deals. But that comes from people feeling like you won't represent. You're not trustworthy in the sense of I can't trust this person to represent my brand in the way that I want it represented. If you coming from the hood, take something from this, bro. Take a lesson out of this book, out of my book, Snoop book. Everything that he's saying right now is 100% facts. We need to hear this.
Clothing lines. If it ain't your own, it's merchandise. It's something that you got to be doing to get that money. Where it's like, nigga, even if I ain't on the road doing shows, I get money off of selling that's connected to who I am.
Something. That's so true, bro.
I stand before you.
We're going to get into the Kamala Harris thing next. That's so true, bro. Everything Snoop said is 100% facts. We need to hear that type of stuff more often from the OGs. Like, a lot of people, like you, we so worried about what's cool to people that are broke. Not just broke in. We so worried about what's cool to people that, man, I'm not just talking about financially, like you just ain't got it. I'm talking about like, bro, you don't have any information. You have no wisdom. You can't teach me anything. And I'm worried about your opinion. Sometimes we got to stop taking advice from people that's only qualified to learn from us. Stop taking advice from people that's only qualified to learn from you. You have a unique skill set, a unique talent. I'm talking to somebody out there right now, and I pray that it reaches you. You have a unique talent. You have a unique skill set. You have a gift that comes directly from God, and you're so scared to amplify it because you're trying to prove something to people that are only qualified to watch and learn from you. Stop doing that. Maximize your blessing. Maximize your blessing. So many people is going to try to distract you from what you're supposed to be. And it's not you, it's the purpose that you have. It's the mission that you're supposed to accomplish, that God has for you. But God can't force you to do nothing. You got a free will. So don't be distracted. Don't worry about being cool. When you win, they're going to call you cool anyway. When I first started getting popular doing TikToks back in 2020, I didn't even know what TikTok was. My homeboy suggested it to me. Like, bro, you ever heard of this platform, TikTok? You should get on there. And I was at first like, man, I ain't dancing. I don't do dances and all that. I ain't getting on there. I was coming out the street. I was still transitioning out the street at that point. But I listened to him. I was like, let me check it out and try to find a way to do content. At that point, I did no comedy content. I just started doing funny skits, and it blew up. I just started doing funny skits about the hood, the area I came from, and it blew up. I was going viral every day. I'm talking about millions of views. I did probably, at this point now, I think I did, the last I got reported was like 1.3 billion views total on TikTok. And if I told you guys some of the trends, you would be familiar with it. Some of the trends that I started. You will be familiar with it. Like, oh, I have heard of that. It's about being willing to not be cool. When I started on TikTok, you know what the homies from the streets told me? Man, nigga, you on TikTok, nigga? Nigga, old TikToking that nigga. Man, you TikToking, bro. Like, what is that, bro? Man, we from the hood. We don't do that, bro. That's what they was telling me until it blew up. You know what they said after I started going viral and they started seeing me make a little bit of money and all that? You know what they started saying? Man, bro, you got to show me how to do that. Like, you got to show me how to, like, how you do it, though. Like, how, yeah. The same people that was trying to distract me in the beginning. Double back. When you win, they double back. And they try to get you to help them do the same thing. So don't be distracted, man. That's the message of that. Was don't be distracted by what's cool. Don't be distracted by your environment or people around you. You have a gift that God gave you. You have talents that God has given you. Hone in on them talents, maximize them so you can maximize your blessings and always give it back to God. Everything that you do, give it back to God, man. I promise you. That's why I have a mansion now. That's why I have a Benz now. That's why I have all I've traveled the world. I have a beautiful wife and children. That's why. Everything I get, I give it back to God. God gave me 100,000 subscribers on one channel, 90,000 on this channel. I have 40,000 on another channel. I have another 10,000 on another channel. I have another 5,000 on another channel. I have 300,000 TikTok followers. I have 100,000 damn near Instagram followers. No matter what it is, I always give it back to God. Every platform you're going to see me talking about God. So never be afraid of doing that, bro. Let's get into Kamala Harris, man. Pause. Let's get into this Kamala Harris topic. This is next. This is next up.
To who I am.
We've been watching, and I've been sitting back and watching who Kamala Harris is. And I'm not one to get into politics on my platforms because I feel like I'm not going to tell no grown man what to do, no grown person what to do. Excuse me. I didn't want to burp in the mic. Excuse me. I'm not going to tell no grown person what to do, who to vote for, none of that. Y'all make your own decisions. My politics lie with what is in alignment with my religion and what I believe about God and what God wants me to do. And then after that, it's what is best for me, my wife, and my children. Then my third qualifying political view or qualifier for my political views is what's best for the environment that I come from, because that's the reason I am where I am. Kamala Harris just became the presidential candidate after Joe Biden dropped out. I hadn't spoke on this, but I saw a few things that people were saying. I'm like, bro, y'all want to vote for this woman for these different reasons, but every time I see her speak, she contradict these different reasons. And I'm not saying go vote for Trump. I'm actually looking more into RFK personally to see what his political views are. And I kind of like what he's saying. I like that Trump proclaims God, because I told you guys my qualifiers. I like that Trump and people around Trump proclaim God and Jesus Christ every chance they get. But I don't know. I don't know who I should go for. Trump has said some things and done some things that I don't agree with necessarily either. So then I'm trying to like gauge it, and I'm looking around the community like gas prices the same prices as bread, a loaf of bread. It's crazy. So Kamala is being touted as like this. She the black woman that's gonna save all black people, and I just can't buy into that. If you guys remember, this is what Kamala said. We thought everybody was like, she's the first black woman vice president. This is what she said about being the first black woman vice president. Check it out.
I stand before you as the first candidate for vice president of the United States of South Asian descent.
One more time before she said she's the first candidate of vice president of the first South Asian, not black woman. I'm the first South Asian black woman.
That's connected to who I am.
I'm the first South Asian black woman. Not the first black woman, not the first woman, the first South Asian. Check it out.
Stand before you as the first candidate for vice president of the United States of South Asian descent.
She don't see us?
That's comedy.
You see me? Yeah.
The first South Asian descent vice president. That when she had the opportunity to say something about being the first black woman vice president, that's what she said. Oh, she's a black woman and blah blah blah. Okay, bro, that's a red flag for me. If which I don't, I'm just showing this to my people because I think my people are just lost sometimes. If that's a reason that you're voting for her, or if that was a reason that I was going to vote for her, she just lost it saying that. I don't know what y'all watching. Like, I think people hate Trump so much, and I'm not saying that you should support the man. I don't care what you do, but I'm saying don't vote for somebody because you hate somebody else. I just think that's wrong. I think that's crazy. Let's keep going. This is what else she said. So this is what she said about young people, 18 to 24. Check this out right here. This is how she feel about you guys. If you between the ages of 18 and 24 years old, this is what she feels about you.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid. That is why we put them in dormitories.
That is why we pander to them for votes. What do we know about 18 to 24? They are stupid. That is why we put them in dormitories. That is why we try to get them to vote for us. That is why they're the easiest ones to trick. That is why we know they don't know anything. That's who we need to vote for us. 18 to 24 is not stupid. It's one of the smartest generations ever.
And they have a resident assistant. They make really bad decisions.
Those are the people that's going to vote for you. 18 to 24 is the ones that are going, I'm for sure voting for Kamala no matter what. That's the main people that's doing it, and they make really bad decisions. Yeah, I guess they do. That's somebody. I'm 30 years old now. As an 18 to 24-year-old, I did make dumb decisions. She ain't wrong. So why would you allow that? Why? You're gonna pander to them for votes, I bet, though. She ain't wrong. 18 to 24 do make dumb decisions. Are they stupid? Absolutely not. Very aware, very smart, especially in this time. 18 to 24-year-olds are the future, literally the future of this country. I'm talking about engineers, college students. They're the future doctors, lawyers. They're brilliant. Politicians, they're the ones that's going to change the world because they grew up. This generation's 18 to 24 grew up in technology era. My generation, if you 30 plus, I'm 30. If you 30 plus, bro, we still remember a world without cell phones. Y'all remember what it was like to not have a cell phone? I do. I didn't have a cell phone until I was 15 years old. Y'all remember that generation, that era? We come from different worlds. So the 18 to 24-year-olds now are the future. So for her to be kind of calling them stupid like that, like, nah, they not stupid, bro. They may be a little naive, but they ain't stupid.
What else?
Now, this part right here is more of a policy thing. Something I don't like about Kamala Harris as a politician. I don't know the lady personally. I don't like as a politician, she don't really answer questions. That scares me. Because the next step of lying, of being a liar, is being a non-truth teller to me. Like, I'm not going to lie, but I'm not going to tell you the truth either. That's the next step of it for me. And I'm just bringing up the things that I've seen because we've talked about Trump for the last 6 years or the last 8 years or whatever it's been. We talked about Trump the 4 years Biden was in office. We talked about Trump the 4 years he was in office. And we talked about Trump, the year before when he started running. So we haven't had an opportunity to dive into policy or publicly anybody. We haven't talked about Kamala. And she's just now starting to run for president. So we're going to talk about it.
Are you going to do to fix?
This is what she said she was going to do. This is the clip we playing right now. What she said she's going to do to fix inflation. Inflation is the biggest problem right now. One of the biggest problems in America. Immigration is a thing. Inflation is a thing. Gun violence is a thing. We know those things are huge problems. This is affecting all Americans across the board. This is not a small thing. We got to get people are making hard decisions right now based on inflation. So let's hear how she's going to fix inflation. This is what she said.
This problem with inflation. All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
Yeah, we know.
Families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
The question is, what are you going to do to fix inflation? And your answer initially is, let's deal with this. Prices have gone up. Families are dealing with the reality that bread costs more, gas costs more. A lot of things cost more, not just bread and gas, but we already know that. Why? It's like she's buying time to think. And why are you not already thinking about this? And you're in a place of power. If we elect you today, you're going to start thinking about it tomorrow? No, you need to have these things thought out before you become the president. Why are you running if you don't have these things thought out? I want somebody in office that is already thinking about how America could be better. Because without America, bro, it's really not a lot of places in the world that, man, I've been all over the world. I've been to every continent. I've been to all kind of countries, bro. I've been to Israel. I've been everywhere, bro. I've been in the Middle East. I've been everywhere. Asia, Africa, Europe. America is it's the best country in the world, bro. It's a reason that people want to come from other countries to America. It's the best country in the world, to me. So it's important to me. The reason that we watching this video is because I live in America, because I come from America. I want to hear how she's going to fix it, and that's what your initial response is. Let's hear what she got to say. She's answering how to fix inflation.
And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level something that is a heavy weight to carry.
We know.
So it is something that we take very seriously.
She's just talking, bro. She don't have an answer. That was her answer. That's the extent of her answer. It's something we take very seriously. She just described our problems in a more elegant way and just said it's just something we take seriously. And that's the answer. That's it. That's all she got.
Very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
It's a big issue. We take it seriously. We know. Okay, what are you going to do to fix it? We still waiting. That lady talked for almost 2 minutes and didn't say nothing. Y'all going to vote for that? Nah, I need to see more. I'm not opposed to voting for her. I need to see more. Tell me what you're going to do. Because right now, the country's in such a bad place. You got people literally making the decision on, man, do I pay my light bill or do I put gas in my car to get to work? Man, my kids can't play sports this summer. We can't afford it. I can't put gas in my car to drive. I used to pick up my mom. This is what the decisions that people are making in real life. Man, I used to pick up my mom pick up my mom's prescriptions every week for her. I can't afford the gas no more, man. I drive a truck. I want to buy a new car, but I can't afford to buy a new car. People are making hard decisions out there, bro. Do I do this or do I do that? Do I pay this or do I pay that? These politicians, I don't know what their goal is not to come in office and fix things. Their goal is to come in office and increase their career, increase their reputation, and be able to have it on their resume that I was the president of the United States. For what, though? I don't want nobody in up, man. As a young man, I used to think about the popular, like what's the popular pick? Like, well, who do people feel like they're gonna vote for as a youth, at 18, 19 years old? Who should I vote for? Well, what do y'all think? Everybody feel like we should do this, so I'm gonna do that too. Nah, as a grown man, I think about the future of my children. I do. My sons is 8 and 9 years old. I think about when they 10 years from now, when they 18, what it's gonna look like for them. What's college gonna look like for them? What's the prices? College prices are ridiculous. Tuition prices are ridiculous. People are literally becoming entrepreneurs because college is so expensive. You get what I'm saying? Then I think about, like I said, my qualifiers for my political views. What does God think? That's number 1. 2, what's best for my wife and children. 3, what's going to affect the community that I come from because I made it this far because of where I come from. And those people back there need help. Those are my 3 things for me. You come up with your own things for you. 1, and I'm gonna speak freely, bro. And I don't hate nobody, but the transgender gay thing it's gone crazy in the country, bro. It's gone crazy. You know, and I'm not saying that those people should be hated or anything like that. They're still human beings. But the way that it's being promoted and pushed on our youth and the next generation, I can't agree with. I can't rock with that. I can't. And it seems like the Democratic Party is so in support of that. And I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I almost said Democrat or Republican. Kendrick. I'm not neither one of those. I don't believe in using political affiliations as an identity. You know, a lot of people do. I don't. Some people, their whole personality is based on what political party they support. I just don't believe in that. I call it down the middle, bro. This feels right, that feels wrong. The older I get, the more conservative views I have on stuff though, because I understand how important it is to protect the minds of our children. I do. And the futures of our children. And I just think that it's sad that people are paying more in rent than they would in a mortgage, but they can't get a mortgage because the way the country is set up, you could qualify to pay $2,500 in rent, but you can't qualify for a $2,000 mortgage. I think something's wrong with that. I think we have a lot of issues in this country. I think it's something wrong with taxes. I think it's something wrong that if I pay taxes for something, buy a product, sell it in my store, somebody else comes in, pay taxes for it, then they take it home. Like I just think I think all of it is a problem. If I go work for money, I pay taxes on it. I give the money to somebody else, they got to pay taxes on it too. That's crazy. It makes no sense to me. I think it's something wrong with, man, let me not even go there. Let's get back to what she had to say, bro.
From the history of this issue in the United States, that when you see these prices, and we take it seriously.
What in the heaven's name are you talking about?
And also, what else are you?
This is her talking about, is she going to do something specifically for Black people? And this is a topic that I wanted to bring up too, because we haven't had this conversation and I don't know if people saw this, but bro, a lot of people are voting. I'm talking directly. Hold on real quick. Directly to our people, Black folk, Black Americans, from the hood, not from the hood, whatever. A lot of people think she going to do something specifically for Black people. And I understand that expectation. Being a Black American, I'm Black and Mexican. Being a Black American, I understand the expectation of our people have been oppressed in this country for so long in certain ways. Now, and then obviously we know the history of slavery, Jim Crow, civil rights. We know all the history of that too. Segregation, all of it. I understand the expectation that people have as somebody Black get in office, that they should be expected to do something for our people, bro. We come a long way. We need help now. This is our chance. I'm not one personally that supports reparations because I'm a nigga. And when I say that with pride, honestly. But I know how niggas do. And I'm not one of the people that think we should just hand everybody in the hood some money. I think helping people with opportunities is a whole different thing. I think maybe reparations in terms of something else. I don't think we should just hand people checks. I know they've handed checks to other cultures. I don't agree with them handing checks to other cultures either. I think it should have been, I would prefer us to have land. Give everybody land or something different in reparations. You know, free education or free something. Like if you a Black American, you shouldn't have to be, we built these colleges. You get what I'm saying? We built this country. Some corporations, we should get some type of benefit in those ways, maybe on housing or something like that. Like you guys have a specific thing that I don't know. I'm not one that believes in reparations through cash, paying somebody a check, because I don't want to see my people waste the money. I don't want to see my people go and blow the money and then still be in the same boat that we was before we got the check. I just don't want to see that. But I do agree with reparations. I just don't agree with reparations like cash, just straight cash. I'm not going to say I do agree financial reparation, but not cash reparations. But she's going to answer the question if she's going to do something specifically for Black people. And I'm going to show you guys what she had to say. Check this out.
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. Well,
let's see.
Do you support reparations for Black people?
Well, listen, again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century.
Every time somebody asks her a serious question, she just start talking about she starts stating facts we already know. And that's an emotion tactic. Like that's an emotional manipulation tactic. She wants you to be like, no, answer my question, bro. That's an emotional manipulation tactic. I don't want that as a president.
We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have
Do you support reparations for Black people? Do you support reparations?
Like, that's the question, bro.
Again, we had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow for almost a century. We had legalized discrimination, segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress.
We know.
We have disparities around housing. We have disparities around education. We have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country.
We already know that.
And in particular, Black people have not.
We already know that. She was asked a specific question, bro. Answer the specific question specifically, please.
And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit.
Anytime a politician say, I'm proposing this, that means I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to mention it to them. But if it don't happen, I was just proposing it. I was just proposing it. I never promised y'all that I was going to do anything. I talked about the Lift Act. I told y'all I would propose it. I proposed it. They said, no. What you want me to do? That's what anytime a politician say, I'm proposing this, that's all they saying, bro. I'm proposing this act that gives a tax credit. A tax credit? You can't give a tax. You giving a tax credit to who? Everybody. She asked you, what are you going to do about reparations for Black Americans? I'm proposing a tax credit. And I'm showing this part because I want my people that are watching to consider this, show this to somebody else before they vote. Make a decision. You vote for it, you vote for it. That's your business. But make a decision based on educated opinions, not just social media comments.
Which will benefit and uplift 60% of Black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects Black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing.
She keep going back to these emotional word games. She try to make you guys emotional. See, she understands that we didn't start off on equal footing. She understands that we didn't have this and we didn't have that. Forget all that, bro. Take the emotion out of it. She is not answering the question. That the sister asked her, what are you going to do about reparations for Black Americans? And this is a policy that I told y'all my qualifiers. My first qualifier for my political views is what God thinks. What does this Bible say? My second is my family, my wife, my kids. The third is where I come from. Reparations, I don't need reparations. I'm rich already. God has blessed me to be fortunate in life. My community needs it in some form. I'm not going to say give everybody $1 million check because I know from having money and coming from that environment that everybody that's poor right now will be poor again even if you gave them $1 million check because their spirit is broken. Your spirit is poor. You don't know how to even get out of the mindset of poverty. Poverty is a culture and a mindset. So I don't want to give people like that money unless it's trickled in. But she asked her a specific question. What are you going to do about reparations? And she just keeps saying these little emotional buzzwords that's supposed to trigger your emotion instead of answering the question, bro.
It will directly benefit Black children, Black families, Black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand.
She using keywords to make get y'all in y'all feelings. Disparities. If we focus on the specific issues, disparities, we're not starting off on an equal footing. We're not doing this. We all know that already. How are you going to help if we elect you to presidency?
That's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this: any policy that will benefit Black.
I read body language because I come from the hood. I've been locked up, and I've had to survive off of reading body. I've literally had my life in the hands of reading somebody's body language. I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit. When she has something pop in her brain that she feel like is something good that she can use to manipulate, watch how her spirit lights up. Watch how she goes from fumbling over her words, trying to figure it out, and then something in her mind clicked, and she said, "This is a good way. This is something good to say." I just want to rewind that. Look at the demeanor here and her face expression here when she's thinking versus her expression and her demeanor when she had a manipulative idea pop in her head. Check this out.
And we understand that that's part of why we're doing it.
She's still thinking.
Listen,
there it is, right there.
The reality also is this.
You see how she lights up? You see how she lights up when she found something to that she feel like y'all gonna buy this, y'all gonna eat this one up. Check this out. Listen. Listen to this. That's what she did. Watch what she says.
I'll see that will benefit Black people, will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something specifically that will benefit Black people. No. Why would this woman care about Black families when she don't have a Black family? I'm not talking about the family I'm talking about the family she chose. You choose your wife and kids. You choose your wife. Why would I care about a Black family when I don't even have a Black family. I don't even go home to a Black family. Y'all want me to do something specifically for Black families? No. She just told y'all straight up. And y'all still gonna ignore it. Y'all still gonna ignore it. She just told y'all straight up, I'm not doing nothing for Black people. Why would I do that? If it don't benefit everybody, I ain't doing it. That's what she said. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do what benefits everybody. Now I understand being the president of the United States, you're not the president of Black people. You're the president of all people in the United States. You're president of Americans. But I also understand the expectation of the environments that we come from and the cultures that we come from as Black Americans, that I don't need it, but personally, but I'm gonna speak as us. We want help. We want our kids to have help. We want our kids to have better funding in schools. We want our kids to have auto shop programs, and we want our kids to have home ec, and we want our kids to have music programs, and we want all the high schools in the hood to have pools, just like all the high schools in the burbs have pools. We want swimming. We want our kids to play water polo and have the opportunity to be gymnasts, Olympic gymnasts as well. And we don't want to have to take them 15 miles, 20 miles to the suburbs and use somebody's address to get them enrolled in the good school so they have the opportunity to be better. We want it where we from. She ain't saying nothing that she gonna do to benefit that or help that. She told y'all straight up, no, I'm not doing nothing for Black people. Why would Kamala Harris care about a Black family when she don't have a Black family at home? Her husband white, if I'm not mistaken. Is that not correct? She identifies, y'all saw in the middle of this live somewhere at the beginning of this topic, where she says she identifies as a South Asian woman. She don't identify as a Black woman. So in her mind, I'm a South Asian woman with a white husband. Why would I do something for Black families and I don't even have a Black family? No. She told y'all straight up, no, I'm not doing it. Watch it again.
I'll sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people? No. Because whatever benefits that Black family, and that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit Black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
No, not right. I'm about to play that again because that needs to stick in y'all mind, bro.
And we understand.
I'm going to go to the live chat. I'm going to see what y'all saying. I ain't been reading the chat, but I'm going to see what y'all saying. So why she say no like that? Because she meant it, bro. She meant it. That's why. She like, no, I'm not doing nothing for y'all. God forgive me for my language. I'm working on cussing. I'm trying to stop cursing. But God forgive me for my language. I'm not going to curse, but too much. But I'm going to talk frankly. I'm going to talk like we talk from the environment. She really saying, man, you niggas ain't that important. Negro, please. Why would I do something for y'all? My husband white. I don't care about none of this. No. Ma'am, Madam President or Madam Vice President, are you going to do something specifically for Black people if we elect you? No. No, I'm not doing nothing for y'all. Why would I do that? That's what she really saying, bro. Crazy. I understand. T-Mac says it's the lesser of two evils. I understand that thought process. I do. So let's play that game. Okay? Let's play that game. It's the lesser of two evils. Okay. So would you rather somebody that, okay, what are we basing that our evils, our connotation of evil on? Because what about her? There is none good but God, bro. That's what the Bible says. Even Jesus, when they call Jesus good in the Bible, he was like, bro, why would you call me good? There is nobody good but God, but the Father. When you say the lesser of two evils, in what way? Because to me, I want somebody that's going to be in office. If you're not going to do nothing for black people, I'm cool with that. I'm going to be cool with that. All right, I can accept that because Trump ain't going to do nothing specifically for black people, in my opinion. Oh, ain't no president going to do nothing specifically for black people, in my opinion. So I'm cool with that. It's the other things, bro. What are you going to do about inflation? She couldn't answer that. You ain't got to do nothing for black people. What you going to do for Americans? How are you going to help Americans get out of debt the way everybody is in debt? Everybody is struggling right now, bro. People are trying to make the decision between y'all remember, don't forget how high the price of eggs was a couple months ago. Y'all remember the price of eggs was so crazy? It's like $8 for a carton of eggs. Do y'all remember that? Don't forget that stuff, bro. Don't forget all the money that's being shipped to all these other countries that they don't even like us. They don't like Americans. You go over there and they talk about you, spit at you. When you say the lesser of two evils, it's like I think Trump might be the lesser evil. You feel what I'm saying? And we've talked about Trump for the last 8 years. We've seen Trump is not just like, he's not some savior that's gonna come. So I'm not saying go vote for Trump either. I'm saying looking to everybody and pick. We do got to pick the lesser of two evils. Let's just be clear on what the lesser of two evils is. You know, ain't nobody. I think Trump is trying to get in office just because he want to be able to get back at Biden and them. I think that's a big part, been a big part of it. They putting me in jail. They doing this, and my ego is bruised because I lost the last election, and I'm blah 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 blah. I think that. Hold on, bro. Let me block this guy. This right here. You are lost, brother. You said you put God first, but think Trump fits your values. When did I ever say Trump fit my values? This is how you know. This is why you don't deserve to be here, bro. And you're not allowed to speak no more. I never said Trump fit my values. I said that I like that Trump and the cabinet, the people around him, they proclaim Jesus Christ in front of everybody. That's the only thing I said positive about Trump. Y'all so stupid sometimes that y'all think if I say I'm not supporting Kamala, it's automatically I support this. No, I don't support. I support Jesus Christ, bro. Number one, ain't none of these people celebrities to me or somebody worth praise. Ain't nobody good but God, homie. Nobody, not even me. Ain't nobody good but God. So I'm saying politically, I'm not voting for her just because you telling me she a black woman when she don't tell me she a black woman. That's one. I'm not voting for her when she don't even she's not even prepared. At least Trump will pull something out of his butt and make up something that he gonna do or something he gonna pass to fix things. He gonna come up with something. She just fumble over words and just regurgitate what we already know back to us. You could be like, yo, Kamala, what we having for dinner? She'll be like, see, the important thing about dinner is that it's a meal, right? And we all have to eat at night. And what happens when you eat? You feel good, right? You feel better when you eat, right? So dinner is a very important part of the day. It helps the family dynamic. It helps kids come together with parents. Dinner is so important. So we wanted to, let's be clear. Dinner is important to us. You be like, yo, what are we eating for dinner, bro? What are you gonna cook? That's how she answered questions, bro. I don't like that. I have to like that. That's what you guys are telling me. I have to like that. I have to like that. I don't like it. I don't. Like, we gotta be, man. I don't know what people. I don't know, and I'm not saying vote for Trump or vote for Kamala or vote. I like what some of the stuff RFK say, and I like that his background is political as well. His family, he come from it, but I just don't. I don't agree with that. Let me see. DeAndre said, bro, she has to talk like that because she's running for president. No, she don't, bro. No, she don't. Obama didn't talk like that. Biden don't even talk like that, bro. Trump don't talk like that. She talk like that because she's uninformed. You have to be extremely careful with your words. It's different. I'm being extremely careful with my words right now. I'm on a platform that I have to be extremely careful with my words. That doesn't mean I have to lie. That doesn't mean I don't. If you ask me a question, I have to evade the answer. It's a manipulation tactic to keep people emotional. And as grown men, and we are the heads of our households, we have to be a certain way, bro. We have to dissect this stuff a certain way. We're responsible. Women and children can be careless. Men cannot. And that's no disrespect to women. Men have to, but as a man, you have to be informed, aware, and solid on your decisions. Because our women look to us for guidance, leadership, direction. Our women are looking to us for support. Information. Babe, what do you think? I have a wife. My wife is looking to me. Baby, what do you think? What policies better affect our family? Who do you think we should vote for? Me and my wife talk like that. We have to be informed. We're talking about the future of our country, which is our children and grandchildren, bro. People we haven't even met yet, probably, a lot of us. It matters. She don't have to talk like that. She talking like that because she don't have an answer. It's not real. She sees, like she said in the middle, when I showed you guys earlier in the live stream, when she said 18 to 24-year-olds is stupid, she feel the same way about black people. I promise you. Black people stupid. Let me pull that back up. I believe she feels that same way about y'all.
Yes.
She said she gonna start running for president a month ago, and y'all just ready to vote for her. Ain't heard nothing about nothing.
What else are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation?
All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up. And
the United States of South Asian. I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
She don't see us? You see me? Yeah.
I love our women that have a brain. Look at this. Misha said she had Quavo and Meg Thee Stallion, aka Bigfoot. I'm not gonna call her Bigfoot. She had Quavo and Meg Thee Stallion performing in Atlanta at her rally. Disgraceful. Thank you. You know why she's doing that? Because she knows if in her mind, just like when Hillary Clinton was dancing to hip hop music and saying that she carries hot sauce in her purse. Remember when Hillary Clinton was saying that? And Charlamagne was like, "Oh, you pandering to black people?" And she was like, "Is it working?" Kamala ain't stupid. She know all I gotta do is pander a little bit, get some rappers on stage that I don't listen to, go to a couple churches, act like I'm super gospeled out and with the black community. These politicians all trash, bro. They all do certain stuff. I want black people to understand how important their vote is. There's a reason that people try to get the black vote. There's a reason that these politicians work so hard to get the black vote. And the reason they work so hard to get the black vote is because we control cool in America. If we start doing the dance, everybody gonna start doing the dance. If we start using the slang word, do you realize that phrase, "What's up? What's up?" That comes from black people. You know how common we have so many common phrases that come from hip hop and black culture in America. Just walking up to somebody, be like, "What's up?" That come from black people. Everybody uses it. We control what's cool in America. So they gotta pander for these votes, bro. And I just wish our people would see it and know the value of our votes and stop just giving them away so easy just because we wanna fight the white man and go against the government. Man, forget all that, bro. Let's do what's best for us. We don't care. I don't care if you're a white man, white woman, black woman, Asian man, Mexican man, Arabic. I don't care who you are in that position of power. If you're going to be the president, well, you need to earn our vote. And you don't earn it by putting Meg Thee Stallion on stage and dancing at a church. And Trump, same thing. You don't earn it by making sneakers, bro. You don't earn our vote by going making sneakers, all gold sneakers, and pulling up to hip hop podcasts. Man, you ain't earning my vote with that, bro. That's why I tell people, man, the government ain't my man. I don't care whoever president, I'm gonna be successful regardless. I don't care if I don't care who it is. I'm gonna be somebody regardless. I'm gonna be successful regardless. Because I follow God, bro. Ain't none of these people bigger than God. But if we do have to vote for somebody, because it does matter, I need to see what's the reason. What's the reason I'm voting for this person? Oh, she went to a HBCU. Man, let me tell y'all, this is how much this lady care about the HBCU. Check this out.
I stand before you as the first candidate for Vice President of the United States of South Asian descent.
That's how much she care about the HBCU that she went to. She ain't no black woman to her. I'm a South Asian woman. Y'all talking about she's black. She went to HBCU. She from the culture. Man, that lady said, I'm the first vice president of South Asian descent. She don't care nothing about, man.
60% of black families who are in poverty.
This is how much she care about being a black woman.
It affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into,
she said so you're not going to explore a particular policy for black Americans, right? And this is how she answers the question.
To account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing. It will directly benefit black children, black families, black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities,
such as,
and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all society. Let's be clear about that.
In other words, I'm not doing nothing for black people. I'm doing something for everybody. And if you don't like it, then that's just on you.
Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country.
Sorry, she got that face like, sorry, not doing nothing for black people. Ouch. Not doing nothing for you. Sorry, sis. Sorry, sis. I know that one hurts, but look at her face. Not doing nothing for you. Sorry. If it ain't for all people, it is what it is. She just told y'all all lives matter. She told y'all straight up, all lives matter, bro. All lives matter. I'm not doing nothing specific with black people. Said, no offense, but some of the people in the chat need to take a critical thinking course. I agree. I think in general, a person is smart. People are typically dumb. No disrespect, but when people get together and they start talking, it's just like, y'all don't even, it's just, there's a reason that Jesus refers to people as, and God in the Bible especially too, refers to people as sheep. Sheep are one of the dumbest animals. They're herd animals. They need a shepherd. We need a president or we will be lost in this country politically. So it matters who we vote for. And the president ain't even the one in the most power, but we just need somebody to be holding that seat for people to be able to function. We need God. I tell people, you need God, bro, as the head of your life. You wouldn't be able to, I don't even know how people survive without God personally, but that's a different topic. But I agree. Some people need to take a critical thinking course or just sit back and think, bro. Think. There is not a human walking in the face of this earth especially somebody that wants to be the president of the United States, that doesn't have an agenda. Why do you want to? You got to think about that. I think about that type of stuff. Why would this person want to be president out of all the jobs they could have? This lady right here could be somewhere peaceful, nobody in her face, making the same amount of money. Why making more money probably? Why would you want to be president? What's your motivation behind that? That's the kind of stuff I think about when I'm picking somebody. Said the one who knocks, there is no lesser of two evils in this election. One is a fraud who locked us up, and the other wants to give cops full immunity to kill us. Bad. I agree. RFK is the independent candidate. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I think we should look at him as a community. Look at him. Let's see if he's somebody, if he can get on. I know it's hard for him to get on the ballots. Let's figure out how we can support that if he's a candidate that's worthy. But I agree. One is a fraud who locked us up, and one is the other. The other one wants to give cops full immunity. I've heard him say that. Trump did say he want to give cops full immunity. I don't like that either. I know how crooked cops is. Y'all know how crooked cops are. Y'all know that this woman, you know how many black men hate this woman in real life? I sat in the courtroom, sat across from you and watched you put me in jail for something I didn't do and was happy about it. And when it came out that you were wrong, you didn't even apologize. You laughed. There's people that hate this woman, rightfully so. And I pray that they come to a forgiving heart. But man, I appreciate you guys in the super chat. I appreciate your donations, man. He said, really appreciate your content, man. Good work. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna close with that. I hope that people just start thinking. People start thinking. She's running for president because it benefits her in some way. Trump is running for president because it benefits him in some way. But when we start talking about the lesser of two evils, I don't know. I haven't seen anything from Kamala that makes me feel like this is who we need to be president. There was a guy named Vivek Ramsey. I liked a lot of the stuff he was saying. He ain't in the election no more. I liked him though. I liked him. I did. I don't like JD Vance. And he's a Christian man. I'm not gonna, take that from him, brother in Christ, but I don't know if I like his policies. I don't like some of the stuff that's come out about him. I don't know enough about him, so I haven't put him on the platform. But I've been watching the Kamala thing since Joe Biden really started looking like he wasn't gonna live another 4 years. God bless him with as much time as God wills, but Biden didn't look good to me when he was debating in that presidential debate. I felt bad for him, and even the way his wife pandered after, like, you answered all the questions, you did it, Joe. I was like, wow, this is hurtful that you got this elderly man up there, and y'all just using him because y'all need the votes. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I don't care who feel what about this. I don't like the way Barack Obama, and I like Barack Obama. I don't like the way Barack Obama is commenting every time something happened with Joe Biden. Bro, you ain't been president in what? 12 years? Why is you still talking? Because y'all need the black vote. And y'all know Obama holds a significant value in black people's heart as being the first black president, for us to be able to see that. I don't like Obama talking every time it was time for Joe Biden to defend himself. I don't like Obama talking every time it was time for Kamala to do something, to show us something. I don't like Obama. Obama got no disrespect. Sit back, bro. Relax. No disrespect. I don't like that. That's like, and I internalize things in the environment that I come from because it helps me understand them, and it's an easier way to communicate to people. In the hood, if two people was fighting and one person is on the sideline, like, or let's say not even fist fighting, let's just say arguing. Two people arguing, and then one person on the sideline, like, and he did this, bro. Oh, talk about his shoes. And look at his shoes, bro. Look at his shoes. The person that, if I'm arguing with somebody and somebody else is doing that, I'm gonna start looking at that person. Hey, bro, you want to get down too? Hold on. I'm off you. I'm on him. Why are you back there like you cheerleading, bro? Why are you co-signing? I don't like Obama always having something to say every time it's time to defend the Democrats. I get it that y'all gang bang and this is y'all policies, and like, this is your gang, this your hood. You a Democrat, so you got to rep for the Democrats. Be quiet though. It's Biden's turn to run, bro. It's Kamala's turn to run. I need to hear from her, not from Obama. I don't like that. I don't like it. Said if you look at the platinum plan from 2020, it has stuff for black people. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Ice Cube's plan. They didn't take that serious. The Democrats didn't take that serious. And then when Ice Cube took the meeting with Trump for that platinum plan, people was like, oh, why would he do that? Cancel Ice Cube. Man, look, bro. People that think like that, you ain't never gonna cancel somebody like Ice Cube. He done more for black people than you could ever dream about. He done forgot more things that he done for black people than you've ever done. But people have short-term memories, and these politicians know it. I don't care. I don't know, man. I don't know. Please read the agriculture section of Project 2025. Their plan is to poison the water and food. And I don't read nothing that caused me to be emotional. I'm not gonna get me with all this emotional rhetoric. That's no different than people being like, oh man, COVID is gonna kill everybody. All right, bro. It's no different when Obama was running. Y'all was like, Ebola. Look at Ebola. Man, come on, bro. Sad, man. I don't know. I feel like people are I don't know. I feel like people just lost, bro. I really do. I don't agree with this. Would be a disaster for a woman to become president, not gonna lie. I don't believe that. I think it got to be the right person. I don't think it would be a disaster. I think that's wrong. You know what I mean? There's always something every election too that they try to scare us with. I don't like that. Everything can't be to scare us. Let's see what's going on in the world right now. Vibes Cartel is free. Salute to Vibes Cartel. You free? That's what's up. I'm about to scroll down here and see if anything that we care about is going on. All right. You know what we're going to do? Let's do this, bro. Because I don't normally get into the chat. We only do super chat comments and Cash App comments. I'm going to get into the regular chat. What's going on with you guys? How y'all feeling today, man? We at the end of the live stream. I'm going to stay for like, let's say 20, maybe 20, 30 minutes. I just want to talk to my people, bro. Because everybody in here is subscribers. We on subscriber only mode. Drop a comment. Let me know what you want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. Let's just have conversation right now. Maybe we should start doing that at the end of the live streams. Hit the like button if you guys just coming in, or if you haven't hit the like button yet, just hit the like button for me real quick. Let's talk to everybody in here. Salute to all the subscribers. We in the subscriber only comment section right now. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk to each other. I'm gonna just pull up random comments. Said we were given religion, politics, celebrities, holidays. Why can't people see we've been duped? Okay. Said the water and the food already poisoned. Maybe look into who will lower passport prices. Okay, that's something that you want to see. What president is going to lower passport prices? The water and the food is already poisoned. That's why I understand people like, they're going to poison the water and the food. Bro, y'all got to look into, man, I've been out the country. I was out the country all of June with my wife. We went to a bunch of different places. We went to Greece, Italy. We went to Israel. We went to Egypt, all over that Middle East. I went to Jordan, Syria. I've been everywhere. Food outside of America is completely different than food in America. Like when I got home, I had no health issues. When I got home, I had to go to the doctor. I had to have the doctor come to my crib because I had a health scare. As soon as I got home, I only been home for a month. Not even now, it's a full month. I only been home in July. So yeah, the food is poison in America. I'm trying to figure out what's best for me to eat now. And then they make the healthy food the most expensive food in the world. But if you start flipping, like I flipped a bag of bread over, and it said that it has ammonium chloride. That's what they put in batteries, y'all. They put that in the bread to make it more sour, like give it a more sour taste. Oh, here's the topic. He said mustard album is fire. We just doing random topics. If you guys just coming in, I'm just talking to the people that's in here because we subscribers. We celebrating hitting 100,000 subscribers on one channel, 90,000 plus on another. We got the plaque coming in. We're gonna have a second plaque coming in. We got 40,000 on another channel, and then we got like a channel with 5,000 and a couple thousand over here. We got 300,000 followers on TikTok, almost 100,000 on Instagram. God is good. We're doing really well over here. So I just want to talk to you guys. Said Mustard album is fire. I did listen to Mustard album. I didn't like all of it. I didn't like a lot of it. Some of it has some hits on there though. I didn't like a lot of it though. I was like, maybe I'm getting old or maybe my spirit has changed. I don't know. I don't hear things the same as I used to. Said working at the moment, checking new and old music. Yeah. Man, I low key, I've been listening to a lot of R&B lately. I've been listening to hip hop too, but not a lot of the new stuff. You know what I mean? Said, thanks for highlighting my comment, fam. Been riding with you from day one. Keep going. Proud of your growth. Appreciate you, bro. That's love, man. I appreciate you being subscribed, riding with me. You know what I mean? Whether I'm right or wrong, all I ask is that when you guys come over here, whether you agree or disagree, man, I don't like the hateful stuff. Like, I'm not gonna name call y'all and go crazy like you because over your opinion, bro. That's your opinion. You a grown man, you a grown woman. I ain't gonna tell you what to do or tell you who you should be. And I respect that people are different. Because that's what makes conversations great. Communities ought to seek out self-help because these politicians are just never going to do anything but disturb the peace. I agree. As a community, we got to be a little more self-governed. When somebody do something crazy in your hood, you get on them. You know, in your neighborhoods, I mean, like you see somebody walking down the street, you get like, hey, bro, who are you? Why are you doing that? No, we don't sell drugs on this block, bro. That in terms of crime, right? That's how we take care of that. Community take care of it. If prices are crazy, we start growing stuff. Hey, you guys, we growing strawberries at our house. You know, I don't know if y'all can grow something at your house. We can come out do where I live, they do farmers markets. You can pull up to the farmer market. You know, people just literally find a plot of land, post up their tents, and what I've been growing, what you've been growing, everybody just walk through and we just trading. You know, I sell strawberries. Give me this for that. You know, it's cheaper than the grocery store. And that's how you got a community to be better, you know? Sama said, doing good, another blessed day with wish the same to everyone here. Yeah, man, me too. I hope that everybody is blessed, and I hope everybody is counting the blessings and not the losses and not the negative things. Count the wins. God bless you, bro. Do you think the Kendrick and Drake situation will continue to escalate? I think Drake is the only one escalating it. Like, bro, Kendrick ain't did nothing but one show, one video shoot, and he put his diss songs out every time Drake put a diss song out. And then he did one show and one video shoot. What else has he done to escalate it? He ain't got on the internet and said, everybody go do this. If they come to California, do that. He ain't blocking nobody from shows. Party Next Door has come to LA and did a show. Nobody's tripping. Drake is the only one getting people banned from shows in Toronto. Drake is the only one tripping, bro. So it's not there. I don't know. I think if Drake continues to be, I think he's a little salty about the situation, rightfully so. You know, it's a big moment for Kendrick. He should be salty about it. Like, bro, you kind of just like, if somebody beat me up, I'm gonna be a little salty about it too. But you don't have to escalate it. Kendrick ain't doing nothing to humiliate Drake. He did what he was supposed to do. He's not going out of his way to humiliate that man. Drake is trying to humiliate, and Drake following Kendrick on Instagram, getting models for OVO that look like Kendrick's wife, putting them in wife beaters. Like he posting in his story. Sometimes you got to pop out, like trying to be funny, trolling. blocking Schoolboy Q and Sir and TDE artists from performing in Canada, getting somebody to put hands on Rick Ross. Like, Drake is the one escalating it. And if y'all don't see that, you just like, you're not paying attention. Said one ingredient foods is hard to find. Yeah, man. It's really, man, everything got additives in America. I've been on TikTok learning how to make stuff from scratch, how to grow stuff for real. I make all my own bread now. I might buy the bakery bread, but even that you got to flip over and double check that it's just flour, water, yeast, you know, the regular ingredients. Yeah, that Mustard album said Mustard album is out. Yeah, Mustard's album is out. He has some joints on there too. It sounded like he went into more of like a gospel vein, which I like because I listen to a lot of gospel music these days. But some of the stuff I was just like, it's just the sound of it. It wasn't the topics or nothing like that. It was just the sound of it. I was like, this ain't really me. I don't really like this one. That's just me though. But it's a decent album. I thought it was pretty good. Said, talk about the illegals taking the black benefits. I'm one of them people. This is how I feel politically about illegal immigration. Immigration is what makes America America. Illegal immigration is what's going to destroy it to me. We can't let people in illegally. There has to be structure. Without consequences, we have chaos. I think you have to have some type of form. And I know people get on Trump about that, like, oh, blocking. I'm Mexican. I'm black and Mexican. So my family wouldn't be here without immigration. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. It's important that, but legal immigration, the right way, and I know it's hard for people that's outside the country. I talked to a girl in Egypt. She's trying to just visit America, and she pays her money and then she gets denied. Like they make people outside the country pay money to visit, just to apply to visit, and then they get denied. And it's because of everything that's going on probably. And it's probably hard to become an American citizen, I can imagine. But every country has borders. Every country has rules. I don't know why and I know it's the land of the free. I get immigration is what makes America America, but we got to do it the right way, because not just taking black benefits is one thing, but that's probably what affects us the most. But I didn't get offended when Trump said, they're here taking black jobs. I didn't get offended. I was like, yeah, bro. I'm a business owner. I don't do this, but I can imagine the thought process of a guy that I'm first generation success, I'm the richest guy in my family. If I can imagine a person that's been rich for 50, 60 years or been rich for 3 generations, how they look at it. Like, bro, why would I hire the black guy that's an American citizen when I can hire the guy from out of the country that's not a citizen, pay him half because he has to take it because, he don't have citizenship. Where else he going to work? He going to take whatever he can get. I can understand why business owners do that. I don't agree with it, but I can understand the thought process, especially you ain't even attached mentally or emotionally to your hurt in the country. You're just trying to make money in your business and you've been successful for generations. Nothing's going to hurt you. So yeah, it's immigration is an important issue, and we got to think about that. Said, I'd rather talk about the East Coast, West Coast beef before these politicians. I feel you. Not because, and some people ain't gonna like that, but I feel you, bro. Sometimes you just want to let's talk about some entertaining topics, because this stuff it's a headache. Yeah, I feel that. Said the growth is beautiful. God is good. God is the greatest. God is great. There is none good but God, man. Man, the growth is amazing. Oh, this is a good question. How can one start growing their channel? Okay. This is for the people that stayed long enough. Hit the like button. I'm about to give y'all some gems, because y'all probably saw me grow this channel really quick, and people were wondering how. Do you have to pay for it? I didn't pay nothing. Everything is 100% organic. And it's because I have the experience I built multiple YouTube channels. I have like 5 YouTube channels. My other one, I just got 100,000 subscribers. I got one with like 40,000 subscribers. This one is about to hit 100,000. I got a bunch of YouTube channels. I'm gonna give y'all a couple keys real quick on how to grow a YouTube channel. One, man, I wish I could flip my computer around. I have a board Right here, I'm in my office, in my house. I have a board in front of me that has 30, exactly 30 keys on how to be successful you on YouTube content. And I have them all written out in lines. So I can just read directly from it. 1, good content blows up. If you making good content, it's gonna blow up. It doesn't matter. If it's good, it's gonna find people. So that's the number 1 focus, is make good content. Don't have number 2 up there is don't have analysis paralysis. I'm not gonna give y'all all 30. I'm gonna just give y'all a few. Don't have analysis paralysis. That means don't think about it so long that you don't do nothing. You planning so hard that you just sit still. Sometimes it's better to just get out there and do the content and put the videos up and build the plane while you're flying it than it is to, like, before I had this channel, I never did live streams. Now look at us. I've only been doing live streams for like 3 months. But I took the risk of, like, you know what, let me just get on live and try the community with people. Don't have analysis paralysis, my number 2 up there. My number 3 is improve one thing each video. So if it's like, I could have got more into the topic faster on this video. I learned, like, something that people like is when I don't allow comment sections to get to thousands of comments. I allow, like, maybe at the max 100 comments. It makes a better experience for people scrolling through comments because people are just going to have repeat comments, stuff like that. Like, find one thing that you can improve for the audience's experience every time you do some content. That helps. You got to have good titles. You got to have good polarizing thumbnails. The first 5 to 10 seconds of your content is very important. Get straight into the topic, stuff like that. So those are like 5 things, 6 things or so, whatever it was, how many. But those are things you can start to help grow your channel right away. Salute to everybody that subscribed. Salute to everybody commenting, man. We on comment only subscribers, so I appreciate everybody. Or subscriber only comments, I mean. So I'm glad that was it, bro. God KOs. That was a good question, bro. That's how you do it. I want to talk more about that in the future. So do you think the Kendrick and Drake beef will continue through the rest of the year? I think so. I think once Kendrick drop an album, Drake is going to drop something. I think it's going to keep going. Drake ain't going to just take an L and move on. I don't think so. Not like this. It was different with Pusha T because YoungBoy Pusha T. He could say, you know what? I'm bigger than him. I'm only helping him by keep talking about it. I'm only helping him by keeping it going. I think, with Kendrick is a little different. You can't say you outsell that man by much. Kendrick has outsold Drake a few times when they drop in the same year. You can't say that you're more popular. You can't say that you have anything better than Kendrick. Both of y'all rich. You can't use the money thing on him. It's harder to beat him. I told people that from the beginning of the battle. I was like, it's going to be hard to beat Kendrick because he got culture. He's a better lyricist. He's more versatile. Drake has to wait for the ideas to come through the studio. It's going to be hard. It would have been hard from the beginning. Drake is not sitting there with a bunch of ideas. He has to wait for the inspiration. What I mean by that is Drake has to go out, listen to how people talk, be like, hear somebody say something cool, and then make a song out of it. Kendrick just got to close his eyes and go back to his neighborhood, how he felt growing up, and or just talk to people that he actually would interact with anyways. He's not finding these people to talk to. These are people that he really talks to. And they're going to give him, you know what I mean, the inspiration. And he's going to talk the way he talks on these songs. It's a different type of artist. Say, yep, they regulate food across the pond. Yeah, food out the country and across the pond is completely different. Said this food regulations is necessary. I agree. Who is your GOAT rapper? Who is my GOAT rapper? I make music, I made music when I in my 20s. So I look at songwriting differently, and I look at writing differently. I know it very deeply. Eminem is. Eminem is up there. Tupac is up there. Is Eminem Tupac? Tupac is, like I'm saying, these are my guys that I would consider. I don't know if I consider Jay as a number. Maybe Jay-Z, maybe. I have to think about it, though. Tupac, Eminem, Jay-Z, I got to consider, but I don't know if I would. Maybe I would. Tupac, Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas beat him, though. Kendrick is in that conversation. I don't know. When you say GOAT rapper, are we saying MCs? Like, we saying it's so many different, because you can consider Snoop Dogg the greatest rapper of all time just based on everything he was able to accomplish as a rapper. Like, when you say rapper, I'm thinking I could easily say Snoop Dogg is the greatest rapper, but not based on music. Like, he's the greatest rapper outside of music. Like, all the things that come with being a rapper, like Snoop has done it better than anybody. I could really argue that. As a rapper, I think Tupac, what he did in a short amount of time to be as successful as he is 30 years after his death, and people still put him in that conversation, and how many projects he put out, and the work ethic, and the way he influenced and impacted culture, the tattoos across all over the body, that was a Tupac thing. You feel me? The back tattoo, the full back tattoo that 50 Cent got, that's from Tupac. Nas got Godson across the belly because of Tupac had Thug Life across the belly. Like, that's the thing. Lil Wayne is up there. Wayne is up there. I just don't know that Wayne's had the numerous classic albums that a Kendrick Lamar has had, or like a Tupac has had. As the prototype of what you would hope to accomplish as a rapper in a career, Snoop Dogg is the GOAT. Debut diamond, be able to put out solid albums throughout a long career. And you can argue Jay-Z might be in that same vein, be able to accomplish a lot in business outside of the music. So it's between Snoop and Jay-Z if you look at it like the things outside of music. Now, if we talking strictly music and you wrote your own rhymes, because we can't put people that didn't write their rhymes in there, then I would probably say the GOAT is either Eminem, Tupac, or Kendrick. If we're just talking about now, if we're just talking about albums, music, impact through music, because Kendrick don't have and the reason it might be Kendrick or Eminem, honestly, Tupac might be out of it because Tupac had to have a persona attached to the music for us to buy into it. Eminem disappears and Kendrick disappears. They leave us with nothing but just the music. And Kendrick might be a little more mystical in that way, like having a little more mystique than Eminem, because Eminem had 8 Mile as a movie, which kind of told us the personality of Eminem and taught us what it was like and let us visualize it. Kendrick don't have none of that. Kendrick did it literally with just music, nothing else. So it's between them two if you're talking about like who's musically more impactful. But then for me, if we talk about like the greatest, if you're talking about just lyrics, like verse for verse, you got to put Nas is in there, Eminem is in there, Kendrick is still in there, Jay-Z is in there. You got people like, we talking about lyricists, there's a whole different conversation. And then it's Eminem undoubtedly, probably. So it depends, bro. And then it's eras. It's like basketball. It's like you can't say that Dr. J is not the GOAT or that Wilt Chamberlain is not the GOAT. But then how do you say Wilt Chamberlain is better than Shaq? Like how do you can't, like, you gotta, I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough question, bro. I would have to, it would get complicated, you know. Say any suggestions on my channel growing my channel? I think the best thing that you could do to grow your channel is one, offer. It depends on what type of channel I can tell you how I grew mine. I offer myself. When I come on here, I'm being myself. I really pray a lot. I really talk to God a lot. I really read my Bible. I'm really a husband. I'm really a father, and I'm really a communicator. I have these conversations regularly, like not about like Drake and Kendrick or something. I don't even talk about it when I'm off my platforms, but I have real deep conversations with everybody that I meet. So I'm a conversationalist by nature. It's easy for me to get on live and do this. It's easy for me to get on videos and talk. That's nothing. I love conversation. I'm a Gemini. I like to communicate. It's about offering yourself who you truly are. Do what's true to you. If you're a chef, if you're a personal chef, do personal chef content. Good content will grow. Good content will grow. And then every time you do a video, be consistent with your videos too. Like, y'all know I'll get on my platform. Y'all see 7-8 videos a day sometimes. I love what I do. You know, get on your platform, attack it with that same intensity. Attack it with that same intensity. Whatever you love to do, do it like you love to do it. and then do it and then improve it every single time. Your channel will grow. Improve your thumbnails, improve your titles. Look at other people that are successful. How are they doing it? And try to figure out how do you apply that to yourself. And it'll grow. I promise you it will. You got to study. You got to nobody learns without a teacher. Nobody learns without teaching, without being taught. So learn from people that are already doing it and pull things off of them. Like, okay, this person's thumbnails is like this. Maybe that's why their videos are going crazy. This person's title is like this. Maybe their titles are the reason. And then look at their SEO and their description. And be able to learn, and this applies in all business, all life, be able to learn without somebody teaching you directly. Learn by how people are moving and what they're doing. Learn by their actions. Said bread don't mold no more. That's real. That's real. My pops was laughing. My pops had a loaf of bread in his cabinet. I was like, Dad, this expired. He was like, food, bread don't mold no more. And I was like, that's nasty. Throw this away. It's real talk. They got to regulate food in some way. We need that needs to be a priority of whoever becomes president next. So I'm a big fan of your content, bro. You keep it real and put God first. Salute, family. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you. Man, that's love. God is always first. Let me see where we are. I gotta catch up on comments. My bad. That's a good question. Do you believe Kendrick versus Drake is a spiritual battle? I think I do, bro. I think I do. Not just religiously, like Jewish guy versus Christian guy, because Kendrick has made it very clear he believes in Jesus. Drake is very clear that he's Jewish. He grew up Jewish, which we know that war. I think everything is a spiritual battle. I think anytime you see two things clash, it's always a spiritual battle. And yeah, I do. I think I do believe that Kendrick and Drake is a spiritual battle when you really look at it. And we could go deep. We could talk about this for a while about what spirits I think is what. But to answer your question, yes. I don't care. I'm not one of these people that allow comments. I want to say this real quick. I commenting is a privilege. I can do millions of views with no comments. It's a privilege. So if you come in here and say something about Jesus Christ, bro, I'm not gonna even entertain it. I'm just bang you. You'll never see another video or be able to comment again. I'm not one of them Christians that's like, let anybody do anything when it comes to God. I'm like Peter sometimes, bro, in the Bible. If you know about Peter, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I get upset when it comes to God. Not upset, but I get defensive over Jesus. So I'm all for a conversation, but when we get disrespectful, I'm not going to disrespect Muhammad. I'm not going to disrespect any of the nothing. I'm not going to disrespect any religion. I'm just going to tell you what I believe and why I believe it. But I'm not. If you start disrespecting my religion, bro, you out of here. Not even religion. If you start disrespecting my God, you're out of here. You ain't got to agree, but don't be disrespectful. Let me see. Said, got fam in the IE. Love seeing another successful brother and believer doing big things. Also, you got the pronunciation right. Love, bro. I appreciate you. That's love. Shout out to the IE. If you don't know what the IE is, the Inland Empire of California, it's about 45 minutes south or east of LA. It's like LA's little brother. You know what I mean? That's where I'm from. I'm from the Inland Empire. You know, we're like 45 minutes from them. Salute. Right now, we wrapping up the live. We just doing. I'm just interacting with you guys. We celebrating hitting 100,000 subscribers on the other channel and about to hit 100 on this one. A few other channels with a few thousand subscribers, like 40,000 or something like that. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up on comments, y'all. Normally we only do super chat comments, but I'm in the live chat today because I just want to interact and have conversation with y'all. Said, did you do a Francis interview when you met him, or just had dinner and a meeting? Oh, we just had dinner and a meeting. He's a good guy. Yeah, Michael Francis. If you guys saw that picture, we haven't done an interview yet, but we just had dinner and a meeting. I thought he was a really, really nice guy. I thought he was charismatic, and he's somebody that I admire as far as his redemption and the way he's been able to transform his life from being a captain in the Italian mafia, the only surviving captain in the Italian mafia from his era, and the only one that was able to leave the mafia and ever survive. That's never been done before. He's the only one. And as far as without telling on nobody or just without, dying or going to prison for the rest of his life, he was able to walk away from the mafia, change his life. And he's not in hiding or nothing like that. He tells you straight up he live in Newport Beach. He said it on many platforms. He says it all the time. And he has a great wine company, Francis Wines, and I've been helping him promote that. And me and him had dinner, and he's a great guy, man. A great family, great guy. Somebody that I respect a lot. I respect the way he loved his wife. And yeah, we haven't done an interview yet. I haven't asked him to do an interview yet. Maybe I will in the future if it's appropriate. But he's a great guy, man. I would love to sit down and have a long conversation. I would think I could challenge him in conversation in a way other people probably would be a little too timid to, and not challenge in a bad way. Just like challenge him to have a more in-depth conversation, because I have the same level, or not same. I don't know about a level, but I have the same belief system and the same spirituality. So I think me and him can have a really good conversation. It'll be dope. It would be dope to sit down with him and do that. But I got his phone number and we communicate. And if you follow him on Instagram, actually, you probably see him share a lot of my posts to his story and stuff. So it's a good guy, man. I really appreciate him, and I would love to do a conversation with him. Why not? Said, Orale, Chicano power. Hell yeah, bro. Eso, la raza. Said, illegal immigrants work at sweatshops and under the table. Those aren't black jobs. I disagree. I've been in warehouses. I've worked at warehouses before I became successful, like as successful as I am, where people was in there illegally, bro. And they'd be like, yeah, I'm working here and I got another job over here. These ain't sweatshops. These are regular jobs. This is like regular factory jobs. It's not just sweatshops, bro. That's kind of ignorant to say illegal immigrants only work at sweatshops. Sweatshops ain't even illegal. Ain't even legal for real in the United States. Why you think we getting everything from China, Taiwan, and freaking Vietnam? Like, ain't no whole bunch of sweatshops in the U.S., bro. Nobody gonna allow that. Somebody put that on social media so quick. Ain't no whole bunch of them. So yeah, there are some jobs that black people can have that are being taken. I don't know if black people want them jobs, but let me catch up on comments. Let me see. Said there are so many channels. Oh, my bad. There are so many channels that were talking about the info you got in your first interview. Great work, man. We appreciate you. Stay blessed, brother. I appreciate you too, man. I had to. A lot of people thank you for the support too, and a lot of people tell me that, and I see it sometimes, and I'm not tripping on nobody, using the same information, because it's all public information. Like, it's not like I'm the landlord of information. But what I will say is, World Star Hip Hop, I have to get on them. I have to send some legal action to World Star. And I didn't want to go too crazy with them because it's not necessary. But they was taking my thumbnails that I custom made thumbnails, and they was repackaging them and using them on their website and not giving me credit. And they was doing that like as if they made the thumbnail. And then after the thumbnail, they would reference my video and use my videos, but would take me out of the videos. There was whoever was editing them over there would take me out of the videos, like as if that was their video, and they would put it directly on their website. So if you guys see like my username on the thumbnail, that's why. That's why I have to do that, because like people be like, why it look like he got a tattoo of your name on them? Because I had to, because WorldStar was taking all my thumbnails and acting like they created that picture when these are custom created pictures. You know, you're not gonna take my stuff and then take me out of my videos, put it on your website. And I had to send them some legal action to get all my stuff taken off their website, and they took it down. To their credit, salute to them. Maybe we'll do business in the future. They took it all down within like 48 hours. But I'm saying that to say a lot of these platforms, they like a lot of people, you know, they bite the style, but they don't want to give the credit. I ain't allowing that though. You know. So I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping on the info. As long as they making their own content, God bless them. But when you try to use my stuff, or you try to use me against me, or trying to, like, you're using me to be my competitor, I'm not gonna have that. You know. Said, do you know what the Muslim believe about Jesus? Yeah, I actually do. I've been all over the Middle East. I've been to Syria. My best friend is actually Arabic. He was my best man in my wedding. So he's not Muslim. He's Christian. But I've been to Syria. I've been to Jordan. I've been to Israel. I've been to Egypt. I've been to I speak with a lot of Muslim people, and they're good people. But they believe a little bit differently about Jesus. They believe in Jesus to be a prophet, and they believe that Muhammad is the final prophet that was sent after Jesus. And they feel that Jesus is a pretty good prophet, and he's well respected in Islam, and he's well respected. But and they believe him to be the Messiah, and they believe that his mom was the greatest woman to ever live, Mary. I know all of that. But they just believe a little bit. They believe that Jesus wasn't the Son of God, that he wasn't the final prophet. They don't believe that you get grace by Jesus. You don't believe you can get into heaven through Jesus. They don't believe in praying in the name of Jesus. So there's a little fundamental. They disagree on who God is. You know, they believe in Allah, not Jesus as God. So that's the difference. But the evidence and information that I have is what lends me to believe that Jesus is God. And it's just, I use historical evidence, and I have a way of processing information and a way of dissecting information that leads me to believe Jesus is more reliable than Muhammad. That's just my personal opinion. And so I believe Jesus is Christ, and Jesus is King, and based on information and faith. Said, I appreciate the updates. What's the other channel? The other channel is Will Evans. And then we got a channel called Nine Side Studios. Said, you ever thought about traveling and vlogging your uploads? I thought about it. Maybe we'll do that in the future. I have so much going on, which I haven't talked to you guys about this. If you still here, you about to get the treats, bro. If you're still watching the live stream right now. Maybe somebody going to be watching this later, too, after I'm off the live stream. So, I got my media company is expanding. It's called Legend Media. I'm hiring. I'm starting to hire employees and executives now. I'm working for another company, event company, or we're going to start bringing more events across the country, and hopefully, eventually, globally. I want to be able to do, you know, a lot more in-person events. Like, I want to be able to do conversations in person. I want to, like, if we do Mr. Francis, Michael Francis, if I have Mr. Francis on the platform, I would like to do it in front of a live audience. And so I'm working with this event company to put stuff like that together. Expanding the media company as well. We're going to be doing stuff like that, like having bigger conversations, helping other people out with their platforms and different things like that. I have some things going on in business outside of this. So traveling and vlogging may be something that I could add to it or something like that. But I got a lot of different stuff that I'm about to be doing, and working with I'm an executive producer at a studio, a content studio. So Going to be bringing more content, skit format, where it's going to be like scripted scenarios. I'm going to be doing interviews with, you know, not just celebrities and people, but anybody that has a great story to tell. And that was one of my main conditions with the studio as an executive producer over there with Nine Side Studios. I was like, I want to bring content that the average person is able to be heard too, not just because you have $1 million or because you have 2 million followers. I want to talk to the person that doesn't use social media, that's on the street, and let's listen to what they've been through in their life and try to pull something from it. So we're going to be doing that soon. And we're going to be bringing, I'm going to be doing a lot of casting calls, hiring actors, and we're going to be doing, producing scripted scenario content too. So it's going to be like short films. It's coming soon. California new law prevents educators from having to notify parents if their child asks to switch names or pronouns. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that, man. The fact that Gavin Newsom got behind that, I didn't like. I like some of the stuff that he's done. Like he's helped student athletes get paid from NIL. I don't like that right there, bro. When it's right is right, and when it's wrong is wrong. I don't like that. Anything my kid is going through, you notify me. You don't have the right to tell me I can't know something about my child. This is my child. I don't like that. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a Democrat thing. Like thinking the children. So like Kamala said, 18 to 24-year-olds are stupid, but a 5-year-old is smart enough to decide their gender. Okay, I guess so. 18 to 24-year-olds are too stupid to not live in dormitories. That's what Kamala said. We saw it on this live stream. Go back to the video. She said they're 18 to 24. They make stupid decisions. That's why we put them in dormitories. That's why they have this. That's why they have that. Okay, they're too stupid to make smart decisions according to her. But a 5-year-old is smart enough to decide his gender. A smart enough is come on, bro. Oh man, thank you for this comment. Speak on Sonia Massey. That's really important. Absolutely. I don't think I can say anything that's not clear. I think this is a clear across the board that them cops murdered that woman. I understand Candace Owens misspoke, and I think she spoke about it and she's tried to in so many words, what she was trying to say is don't let this distract you. Don't let this incident make you feel like it's all about let's not get divided as a country again over an issue like this. I understand she just she misspoke and she expressed herself incorrectly. And I saw what she said and I was like, what are you talking about, Candace? You messing up. But I'm not mad at her because I feel like she was speaking out of emotion and she was speaking a little bit out of fear, honestly, that it sounded like she was afraid to see black people get distracted. And if that's the case, and if I'm right, and I think I'm right, that was her overall point, then God bless her. But it's clear that cop murdered that woman. I don't even think it's debatable. He's in jail for murder. They arrested him right away. I think the reaction of the police officers when he came outside, how they all was looking at him disgusted, said a lot. I think he's going to be convicted. I think it's going to be you go to jail for the rest of your life, bro. And I hope that's the way that story ends. I don't think there's nothing to say that's not clear. I think we all saw the video. You killed this woman in cold blood. There ain't nothing else to talk about. That's my opinion on Sonia Massey. God rest her soul. May the Lord bless her memory and her family. And may she be in heaven if it's God's will and somewhere smiling and in peace, in perfect peace and harmony with God right now. But heartbreaking if you're still down here on earth. Sad because that could happen to anybody. And Candace Owens said it wasn't racially motivated. It was clearly. I'm not going to say they did it because she was a black woman. I'm going to say that they wouldn't have done that if she wasn't a black woman. And let's just leave it like that. But I do understand Candace is trying to prevent people from protesting and stuff like that. And from not just protesting, but from going out in the streets and, being distracted from what's really going on in our country right now. And I think this is why it's important for everybody, all of us with platforms, to not speak out of fear or emotion. I think she made a misstep when she did that. So rest in peace to Sonia Massey. And God bless her family. And hopefully that cop does the rest of his life in prison. Said, hello from Sweden. You make great videos. I appreciate you. Hello from America. From California specifically. Love Sweden. I want to go to Sweden. I haven't been to Sweden, I don't think, yet. Said he wanted that body. Just said, I agree. He just wanted to do something. He seemed like a trigger happy cop too. Let me see. But the Bible says God sent his only son. So how can God and Jesus be the same person? I'm not going to debate religion. You have your choice to believe what you want to believe. And I'm not going to debate you. I'm not even really going to get into a whole bunch of answers on these questions. But you have the text. You have different texts. And you have to internalize it the way you turn. The way I understand it is God, as William Evans, as my name is William Evans. My name is Will Evans. As Will Evans is the person's, my body is one person. My soul is another person. And my spirit, the mood that I'm in today can be another person. Like the way I can perceive you in different ways is the way I believe God can be perceived in different ways. So the Trinity is Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? So that's the way I perceive it. I perceive it. That's the way I try to internalize it in my human perspective is the same way you have a perception of me when I close my mouth and don't speak. The voice I hear in my mind is another person. And then the person that will leave this body on earth. If I die right now and my soul leaves, is my body still on earth? You're going to still say that's Will Evans right there if you're looking at my body. But how can my soul be in heaven and my body be here if my soul is Will Evans and my body is Will Evans? God came back in the flesh. God came in the flesh, not back in the flesh yet, but God came in the flesh. So that's the way I try to understand it, is if my soul is not here, my body is still here. I would assume that maybe that helps, but it's the Holy Trinity. That's my opinion. Said, do you think what Adam 22 and No Jumper is doing is bad for Los Angeles? Do you think he's destroying the progress of that city the progress that the city has made? I don't think nobody can do anything without the permission of participating parties. So I don't think Adam 22 is destroying anything. I think Adam 22 is a platform that people are coming to destroy themselves if it is being destroyed. And no different than Vlad or anybody else, bro. If you, nobody controls me. Nobody controls me. Opportunity don't control me. Success, money doesn't control me. God don't even control me, for real. I make my own decisions. So I can't blame Adam 22 for what those other guys is going up there and doing. If they're not aware, or if they don't have the information that this is not good for us as a whole, then they just not gonna have. They just acting on the lack of information. But I don't blame him specifically. That's like me blaming the devil for me sinning. Like, it ain't the devil's fault. I chose to sin. You know, so I think he provides a platform for people to maybe make bad decisions. But I don't know. I'm a media company owner, so I understand, like, I can't really force nobody to do nothing. Can I? Now I think he does have responsibility and culpability. Like, you can choose to not allow certain things to be shown on your platform. But one thing I do respect about him, I think if it was entertaining for white boys to come up there and fight, he would still show up white boys coming up there and fight. I think he's consistent. That man is consistent in the fact he don't care. It's about the content for him. So I'm not gonna I don't have a heaven or hell to put them in. I don't run my platform that way. That's just me, because I just believe it's just not good for nobody. I don't want to do certain things, because I come from the street. And I know the implications that it has long term when things go bad. Said, Scooby, I appreciate you coming back. This is Scooby is the one that asked, how could Jesus and God be the same person? He said, makes sense. Just thought I'd ask. All love, brother. Appreciate you. And if anybody ever gets frustrated with you, if anybody ever gets frustrated with you when you asking them about God, they just not in the space that they're able to teach, bro. And I'm maybe not in that space. Like, out of humility, maybe I'm not in that same space. I'm not a teacher, so I don't try to teach. All I can do is offer you my perspective and what I think, and you make your own decisions. But I don't like to debate, especially religion, with people, because I read in the Bible, Paul was one of the greatest teachers. He wrote like the second half of the New Testament. And he wrote somewhere, I think it's in 1 Timothy or something like that, where when you teach somebody, you don't force them. You don't force food down people's throat, basically. If they want to eat, you let them eat. And if they don't, you even Jesus said, if somebody don't want to learn or somebody don't want to hear what you got to say, shake the dust off and go to the next house. He never said force them, kill them, do something to them if they don't learn. You got to let people make their own decisions. So God bless you. I hope that you come to faith in Jesus Christ. But if you don't, you have that choice. God gave you a choice. Who am I to take it? Said Adam 22 is just here for clicks and views, no integrity. I agree. And at least he's honest about it. Hey, when somebody tell you who they are, believe them. He honest. Like, bro, I'm here to get these views up, to run my company and make money. He don't have no moral conscience on anything outside of that. And he's honest about it. So anybody that goes to that platform, it's on them. It's on them, bro. So I'm not one to blame platforms. But I look at Adam 22 as he's the platform, and they come up there and they do what they do with the platform. What you do with the platform is more important than what I do with this microphone is more important than the microphone itself. Said Drake want to be a gangster so bad. I don't know. I don't know why, let's say that's true. Like, I don't know why people are so infatuated with, bro, that comes with a lot of pain and a lot of regret and loss. I can speak on it because I come from it. I was that. It's more losses than wins, bro. And it's not like I don't know, man. It's a different world. I just would hope that people stop trying to play in that world. Like, stop trying to play in the street, man. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you humbly, God, as we close out this live. We ask that you bless everybody in the sound of my voice. Let anything that was correct come from you, and let anything incorrect come from me, and let everybody be aware of that, God. I ask that you bless these people, the people that are still here with me, the people that are watching this retroactively, God. I ask that you bless them, bless their families, God. It's a hard time for people. People are struggling. People are going through things that they just don't know how to get themselves out of, God. And they need you now more than ever. We need you now more than ever in this world. God, we ask that you come and touch those people's hearts. The people that want to receive God and want to receive you, Jesus, as God, but don't know where to start. I ask that you reveal yourself to those people and help them. Help them. But in the Bible, it says, it's written that even the utterances that we have, that we don't even know what we're saying, can be heard by God. God, I ask that you bless those people with those utterances and groans, that they don't even know how to pray properly or how to address you or how to come to you, God, but you can hear their crying and their groans. I ask that you bless those people, come to their hearts and reveal yourself to them in their lives, God, and do it in a way that they know it could only be you. Let them call on the name of Jesus and it be revealed to them, God, as it was to me at one point in my life. God, I ask that you let us be forgiven as people. Let us be forgiven and a little bit more accepting, God, of others. Because, God, you've forgiven us so many times. You've accepted us so many times when we didn't deserve it, Father God. I know you've done it for me so many times. You've forgiven me over and over again for all the mistakes I've made in my life. I ask that you just bless these people in the sound of my voice. I ask that you take care of them, take care of their families, and let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm out of here, you guys. I love you guys. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to start doing subscriber only comments. Thank you guys for all the super chat donations. Thank you for the Cash App donations. I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys. God bless you guys. Urban Legend Will Evans, you know what it is. I'm out of here.